on the minds. And as a coach, you're just hoping your players are focused and ready with everything else going on.
We're going to circle back to this game. We're going to have a lot of time to preview all the things when we get to our Sport Quarter Southern Utah pregame show. But let's go back to last week and kind of fire up our Built by Bucks Ace Hardware early tailgate show here. And if you missed any of the action last night, here's Aaron Crane with what happened around the region getting ready for tonight's games.
Good. It's all good.
I'm Aaron Crane, and this is your Region 9 recap. Over at Dixie, the Flyers hosted the Hurricane Tigers. Let's send it to our Big O Tires fan cam as the Flyers student section gets ready for the game. And that will bring us to our Snow College Big Hit of the Week by Decimus Forbes. Then it was Dylan Gabriel who would roll out to his right and launch a bomb to CJ Trump, who would haul in the catch for the game's first score. Then it was Austin McRoberts taking the handoff, cutting through the defense for a 5-yard touchdown run. Then Dixie would respond with this long bomb pass from Deacon Virgin to Tano Anzalone for a big first down. However, the Tigers would get a goal line stand on 4th down and get the ball back on their 3-yard line. And Dixie's defense would come up big with a tackle for loss in the end zone for the safety. But Hurricane wouldn't be fazed as Gabriel would connect with Brody Jacobs for a 15-yard touchdown pass. Hurricane would then turn up the heat with this run by Jacobs as he would make it to the pylon for another touchdown. Then the Tigers would put the game away with this touchdown run. The final score, Hurricane 49, Dixie 2. Over at Snow Canyon, the Warriors took on the Pineview Panthers. Levi Shaw would drop back and launch a deep pass to Brock Harris, who would haul in the catch to get in the red zone. Then it was Corbin Yoakum who would punch it in for the game's first score. But the Warriors would march down the field, and it was Parker Olsen calling his own number to tie the game up at 7. The Warriors were then in business again, but Olsen's pass to the end zone would be picked off by Colby Himmelwright. Then it was Shaw connecting with his favorite target, Harris, again for a 38-yard touchdown pass. The Warriors would come back as Olsen would drop back and throw an absolute dime to Brett Feathers for an 80-yard touchdown.
Brett Feathers past the 20, the 10, touchdown.
But the Panthers would bounce right back with another shot at Harris touchdown.
Got another one.
And Olsen would then march the Warriors back into scoring distance as he would take it in himself again for 6. Now will bring us to our AWP play of the week, as Olsen would scramble around the pocket to buy himself some time and throwing it up towards the end zone to Isaiah Thompson, who would make the one-handed catch and keep his feet in play for this touchdown. The Warriors would add another score as Cale Esplin would refuse to go down and force his way across the goal line. The final score, Snow Canyon 35, Pineview 21. Over at Crimson Cliffs, the Mustangs hosted the Desert Hills Thunder. Max Brownstein would drop back, but his pass would be picked off by Tyler Gibb. Then Tanawa Andresen would fight Jackson Holt for this 5-yard touchdown pass. Brownstein would come right back and find Brock Stuckey, who would get the ball knocked loose as Ryder Christiansen would scoop it up and take it to the house to extend the Mustang lead. Brownstein would then throw a dart to Gavin Young, who would haul in the catch and get the Thunder on the board. Andresen would answer right back with a pass to Britton Phillips for another Mustang touchdown. Andresen wasn't done yet, as he would roll out to his right and sling it to Jackson Holt as he would cruise into the end zone. Andreessen would say, "Let me do it one more time," as he would connect with Phillips again to put this game out of reach. The final score, Crimson Cliffs 42, Desert Hills 7. The Region 9 recap is brought to you by Whipple Service Champions, Stephen Wade Auto Center, Dealer Collision Center, AWP, Big O Tires, Snow College, Nets on Fire, The Rink, and The Rally Stop. For St. George News, I'm Aaron Crane.
Back here inside of the Snow Canyon press box, this is the Tailgate Show, built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey, and as you can see, some teams lit up the scoreboard last week, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun to see. You had a close one here, Pineview, Snow Canyon, first half back and forth, and then it was all of a sudden the Snow Canyon show that second half. And then from the start, I mean, it was, first, second play, interception for Crimson Cliffs in that rivalry against Desert Hills. And then Hurricane, hello Tigers.
Yeah.
On the rebound after the last couple of, last few years, several years. And again, that was the first win for Hurricane in 11 years against the Flyers. Very impressive win.
And Flyers, no offensive touchdowns in that game, just a safety, 49-2 in that one. And Dixie and Desert Hills meet tonight.
Yeah.
Those two teams are 0-2. Somebody's going to salvage the region season. Somebody's going to get a little momentum for the second half of the region season, and somebody's going to be 0-3 after that game.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Dixie going in, still a little banged up. They got some guys coming back, but still not quite full speed. And then you got Desert Hills that is coming home kind of licking their wounds as well. I'm curious to see how the offenses for both teams respond after subpar performances. I mean, it could be a very ugly, low-scoring defensive battle. I mean, we could see going back and forth between the 20s for both those teams. So it'll be a slugfest for sure.
Last week, of course, Crimson beating Desert Hills on Isaac Andreessen. Had a little hammy. Didn't really play much in the second half at all. Maybe he's questionable tonight. I haven't really heard how much that hamstrings responded to treatment and whatnot. So that's going to be interesting. You mentioned Dixie's got some guys banged up, but it's next man up. You got to go play the game.
You've got to play the game. And, again, that's how you move forward. And you just got to take your lumps and try to improve each and week after week.
So Dixie, Desert Hills, we'll keep you updated. Flynn Companies, our Region 9 updates all night long on that game. The other game will also be streaming for you. Caden, Paul, and the crew over there at Pineview tonight. I'm really interested to see this one.
Yeah.
Pineview hosting Hurricane.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun game because you have two very explosive offensives, very contrasting styles. And so, Hurricane wants to hold possession. They want to ground and pound. Levi Shaw wants to air it out, look for maybe a bounce back a little bit. Brock Harris kind of couldn't quite get the ball in rhythm in that second half here at Snow Canyon. So that one could be a lot of fun, a lot of fireworks for that game.
And it's actually number 4 in the RPI Pineview versus number 6 Hurricane.
Yep.
So that's a 4 versus 6 matchup. Yep. And then, of course, the game we're at, which we'll dive into the pregame a little bit more in detail in just a minute. Snow Canyon coming in number 2 in the RPI. Yep. Only team ahead of them, the Ridgeline Riverhawks, who are everybody's favorite, it seems like, to win state this year.
Yeah.
And Crimson is number 3.
They're number 3, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of one of those scheduling quirks where you've got a team kind of in the schedule that doesn't look like they should be behind in the RPI, but the way the numbers work out, that's just kind of how it goes.
This is the Tailgate Show built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks, 3 Southern Utah locations. Appreciate Grass Creek Construction, Devin, Ryan here in the Grass Creek broadcast booth. Some other sponsors bringing you our early pregame coverage. The Back 9, they got that new location. They have the grand opening at the end of October, so that is coming really, really soon. It's over there off River Road, over there across from the Summit Athletic Club. That's going to be absolutely awesome. You're not going to want to miss that. We'll let you know when that grand opening is happening towards the end of October. Appreciate Kabuto Sushi and Ramen, Handel's Homemade Ice Cream, Stretch Slab, some of our great sponsors, Honolulu Grill, all bringing you our pregame show. Also, Mountain Mike's Pizza. We've been doing this Mountain Mover Award, which has been really fun. This week's Mountain Mover is Pineview girls soccer player Kylie Carpenter, and she is actually a softball player that committed to play for Randy Simpkins at Utah Tech, but she's a multi-sport athlete.
Love to see that.
And Coach said she's the heart and soul of that back line. She's an athlete, and she's been absolutely unbelievable as a soccer player as well. I know Pineview's win-loss record, not what they want it to be this year, but she has been tremendous. So congratulations to this week's Mountain Mike's Mountain Mover, Kylie Carpenter of Pineview High School. All right, that's going to be the Tailgate Show. Again, when we come back, we're going to dive into this one. We got a good one. Number 2, Snow Canyon. Number 3, Crimson Cliffs. It's our Boulevard home game of the week here on the Fan Sports Network and on our website as well as our YouTube page and KSLSports.com. So if you're listening on the radio, you're going home for the night, you want to watch this game, you can do so. Lots of ways you can access us and hang out with us on a Football Friday Region 9 style. We'll be right back after this timeout message from our great local partners.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Asphalt. It's not something we often think about, but we all use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt knows how vital good roads are for our communities. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by an incredible 67%. This means your pavement assets last significantly longer and cost less to own. Holbrook Asphalt. World-class pavement preservation right here in southern Utah. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome you into our Sport Quarter Southern Utah pregame show. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey, Warriors, and the Mustangs. Should be a good one tonight, and lots of things to break down inside this game. And for one, 2 really good junior quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Tanawai Andresen for Crimson Cliffs and Parker Olson for Snow Canyon. These 2 guys, new kids, new quarterbacks, earning the job, and they have been tremendous. That's a large in part why both these teams are 5-1 overall and 2-0 in region play.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to watch them kind of develop. With Tano coming over from Desert Hills, we kind of had a little bit better idea of what to expect from him, especially coming into a program defending 2-time state champ, Crimson Cliffs. But the surprise has been Parker Olson. We've been hearing about him from the preseason. Coach Esplin really spoke highly, and we were kind of like, okay, Coach, we'll wait and see. And all of a sudden, he has just exploded. It's been just an absolute blast to watch him develop, and this team kind of follows suit. So it's just been tremendous to watch both these teams, both these young quarterbacks, kind of find their footing on the field.
88 of 142 for Parker Olson, 964 yards. That's 62% completion percentage. Thrown for 160 a game, 10 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, but you add in his rushing statistics, 73 more carries, 320 yards, and 6 more touchdowns. So this kid is a true dual threat, and there's a reason they moved him to quarterback. He's really good, and that allowed Brody Lounsbury to play on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And again, you're looking for that elite athleticism that can just bring that extra dimension, and it's really just helped this team take to the next level. And if you look at the last several years with Snow Canyon, again, I'm not trying to downplay any previous teams or athletes, they just have not found or had that quarterback to really just orchestrate and lead that team down the field, whether it's explosive plays or making clutch plays, and Parker Olson really has stepped into that role.
Tanawai Andresen T, 81 of 128, 1,019 yards, 63%. 169 a game, 13 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, and he's a dual threat too. And, of course, they got the moving van, Van Daly. Yeah. Let's make the quarterbacks our Finley Subaru Star Watch tonight.
I like that.
All right, we've got Lolly down here doing the anthem. Let's go live to Lolly and see if we can pick it up. She's a senior here at Snow Canyon. Let's give you a little taste of our great national anthem. Great job. We didn't get the whole thing there for you. A little taste.
Hey,
a little taste.
bit. That's what you do sometimes.
Tribute to our great country.
Yep.
And great job there by one of the seniors here, Lolly at Snow Canyon High School. All right, let's do this. Let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, Ryan and I will start breaking down the keys to the game, brought to you by Everbowl St. George, right after a quick timeout.
Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Closing in on kickoff. This is the pregame show presented by Sport Court of Southern Utah. Warriors coming onto the field, and they got smoke, and they got flags, and they've got all kinds of stuff going on right now. It's a great interest here at Snow Canyon High School, although I think our videos froze up there, D.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There we go. There we go. Now we're live at Snow Canyon High School. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey. Appreciate Sport Court. Hey, if you are listening or watching right now, this game's simulcast on YouTube, KSLSports.com. Just search the Fan Sports Network on YouTube, or you can get the links on the FanSportsNetwork.com. Sport Court, we've got a nomination page on their website and our website. This is something we started last year. We're giving away one $5,000 scholarship. The criteria is you got to be a senior in Region 9. You got to have a 3.0 GPA, and you got to be very involved in your school and play at least one varsity sport. If that's you or your kid or one of the players you coach, nominate them. Just go to sportcourtofsouthernutah.com or our website, fill out a quick form, tell us why they're deserving, and we will award that next year in the spring. We're hoping to grow that over the years, keep getting that bigger and bigger and bigger. But, hey, $5,000, that's very helpful for these high school students.
That's a good chunk of change for any kid in high school, absolutely.
Looking forward to it. Getting ready to go. It is Snow Canyon and Crimson, number 2 versus number 3. Crimson did win the toss. They've deferred the second half, so they will kick off first. Snow Canyon will send the return team out. Ryan, let's get some Everbowl keys to the game. Give me a couple things for Snow Canyon and for Crimson if they're going to win this head-to-head showdown.
I think for Crimson, first things first, just continue to execute. You've got a machine. You've got a culture. You're defending 2-time champ. Come out and do what you do and get Snow Canyon's offense off the field. I think that's going to be the biggest key defensively. I think this is going to be kind of categorically the immovable object against an unstoppable force. And for Snow Canyon, you've got to extend those drives. You've got to be able to convert on third short, third and long, and make those plays and keep the possession out of Crimson Cliffs. And finally, the X factor, Devin, I think it's going to come down to special teams. I think if we have some things happen special teams, that really could play a major factor in this game.
All right, let's kick it off. It's in the air. It's into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. So Snow Canyon, Parker Olson, junior quarterback in the offense, wearing the black unis, black pants with the green numbers, the gold helmets. Crimson in the road whites, red helmets, and red numbers. By the way, tomorrow, a couple Warriors birthdays, number 50, Hank West, and Jackson Hansen, number 72. So happy birthday, fellas. Want to give you a birthday shout-out here.
Blow out the candles.
On the Fan Sports Network. For our radio audience, Warriors open up shop at their own 20, working right to left on your radio dial. Put 12 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Olsen, handoff. Going to be a run. Up the middle, little bit of a lane, and a nice push by Esplin. He'll take it out across the 26 to the 27-yard line, and that's a pickup of 6.
That's a huge first down right there on the ground. 6 yards right up the gut of the offense. You got an offensive line bringing some motivation to it. And again, can Snow Canyon sustain the drives? That's going to be the question. That's a good indication right here from the get-go.
42 carries, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns for Esplin. Been a little banged up, but they got a lot of backs that they can get the ball to. Pass, Thompson over the middle, and that'll be enough for the first down. His knee touched down, I believe, so they're going to blow that dead at the 35, but that is going to be an 8-yard pickup and a fabulous Freddy's first down for SC.
Yeah, just a quick little hitch route as we see on the replay. Thompson's just going to come right and sit in that soft spot of the defense. Able to catch it, took some contact and went down. Otherwise, could have gone a couple extra 3-4 yards after contact.
Both these teams want some yak yardage if they can get it. Strickland kind of organizing the defense. Nate Ince in the middle linebacker position, the senior. And here is Parker Olson, the quarterback for the Warriors. Little flare pass and nothing doing. Just absolutely stuffed there. And coming up on the stop, number 11 there, Lincoln Langston, the senior for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and again, the Mustangs not fooled on that. We saw that successfully run several times last week for this Warrior offense against the defense. And I'll tell you right now, Devin, there's a little bit of tempo right here from the Warriors offense. There's a little more urgency than we saw last week, at least in that first half, and it might play a factor.
Second down and 13. Loss of 3, though. So behind the chains here. Olsen going to throw, and they're going to blow it dead. Flags fly. First flags of the night. And might have been some movement.
Yeah, a little movement up front.
Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Warriors. So that's going to put them even further behind the sticks here.
And again, you're going to see that from time to time when you're playing a little higher energy, urgency, you're amped up, senior night, all that kind of stuff. If you're Coach Esplin, you're okay with maybe one of those. But if there's any more and it sets you back further in the hole, that is not something that's going to be beneficial for this team and really could cause problems.
So second down and 18, ball back on their own 27-yard line. Opening drive of the game, no score. We've played nearly 2 minutes. Rolling out, looking to throw, evading some pressure, almost tripped up, gets into the second level out to the 35. A pickup of 8. There's the running ability of Parker Olson.
And again, it's just that escapability. You've got everybody dropping back. They only send 4, and he's just able to find a crease in that defense. Good progression is reads. Nobody's open and just able to escape. Get back to the original line of scrimmage before that penalty.
Again, that was a tackle made by Lincoln Langston. It looked like their Diedrich almost had him, Diedrich Moore, but just couldn't clip those ankles. He was the first guy that had a shot at Olsen. Third down. Third and a long 9 here for the Warriors. Olsen's going to throw. Looking deep, takes a shot, ball in the air, one-on-one coverage, underthrown, trying to adjust back to it, and he cannot make the catch. No flags on the play, and it'll be 4th down for the Warriors.
Yeah, and you can hear some of the home crowd not happy with that, but that ball was not in bounds. I think the officials over there ruling that it wasn't going to be catchable even if he would have made it. I like the idea going deep, but now you're put yourself into a 4th down. You got to punt. And again, we talked about that prior to the game. Can the Warriors sustain drives against this defense?
Yeah, they came with a little pressure. They had one-on-one routes.
Yep.
That's what you want.
That's what you're looking for.
But just couldn't execute there. So Thompson back to kick. He had an unbelievable one-handed catch that was our Jimmy John's highlight of the week last week. It's a good punt, and Holt's going to call a fair catch. Almost bobbled it.
Yeah, it was just kind of sailed on him and continued. He just couldn't quite get to it, but able to hold on to it.
But an effective punt for Thompson, and the Warriors will pin Crimson inside their own 20. They'll spot it down at, looks like the 19-yard line, and we'll see Tanawai Andresen, the junior quarterback. And they've got pretty much all the receivers healthy. Britton Phillips is now back.
Coming off a big game last week.
They're still missing one that is not available, coming off a broken collarbone, but everybody else is healthy, including this guy, their star running back, the moving Van Daly, down the sideline, trucking defenders, second level to the 40, 45-yard line. He stayed in bounds for a big gain of 25 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Van starting off with the momentum right there. If we can get the replay, you're going to see this hit right at the end of the run as he goes off that far side and clears the lane. And then here he comes, and I'm going to put the noise on you right there. The extra yards after the contact.
Another run on the ground, no gain there. Warriors were ready for that. That's a dealer collision hit. Normally, our dealer collision hits come from the defense.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Not that time, no.
Van Daly, big shoes to fill. McCord Christiansen last year, star running back. And, man, Van has worked really hard, and he has become one of the premier backs, not only in the region, but in the state.
Yeah.
Leading the region in rushing, coming in tonight. The stats are absolutely sensational for Van Daly. 681 yards before that last 25-yard tote. They did lose half a yard, so 2nd down. And now they'll give it to Daly off the right side, looking for a cut back behind that offensive line. And he is going to be dragged down. Not much there. Pretty good tackle by number 26, Aiden Stanley, the linebacker, junior linebacker, got there first.
Yeah, a good job there by the defensive line. Able to kind of make initial contact as he tried to get on the near side and then just gang tackle. Held him up just enough, and then you got your friends coming in to finish it off.
I'm sorry, that was 25, Caleb Greenwood. My mistake, not 26. I want to give credit where credit is due. Greenwood with that tackle. 3rd and 9. So a big run, but the last two Warriors have been ready. Now they'll go 4 wideouts, trip to the far sideline. Single receivers, Britton Phillips to the near sideline. Pistol formation for the Mustangs. No score, gonna throw, looking left, pressure comes, hit, ball's out. Trayvon got to him, picked up by a Mustang, and he is dropped, and it'll be 4th and about 12.
And that's absolutely what we didn't see last week, as Snow Canyon just only bringing 4 and still able to get to the quarterback. Last week, all against Pineview, they rarely blitzed, only maybe 1 or 2 blitzes the whole game. And then this week, we see pressure off a non-blitz, just regular 4 guys going up. And they get to him and force the 3 and out.
And I don't know, that arm looked to me like it was really starting to go forward, but I couldn't tell. Really wouldn't have made a difference. It was 4th and 11, now it's 4th and 12. So really didn't matter, although it would have if Snow Canyon would have picked that football up.
That's the main thing, had the Warriors been able to jump on it.
A good kick. It's going to take a Mustang bounce, and that's going to roll all the way and finally be down by Dedrick Moore inside the 10-yard line. A really good kick and no return. So the Warriors and the Mustangs defense both come out and force punts on the opening possession for each team.
Yeah, and if you look after both those opening possessions, both 3rd down key plays. You've got the ball knocked loose on that 3rd down. You've got a long incompletion on the Snow Canyon side. So defense travels. We know that. They're showing up. Now can the offense kind of settle down? You've got your first drive under your belt. Now let's see what the Warriors have in store.
As always, looking for some awards tonight. We'll get you the details on that, but a first down run out across the 14 near the 15-yard line. As always, our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. We'll name it near the conclusion or in our post-game show. We'll hand out our Findlay Subaru Star of the Game. And one more award. We're always looking for somebody coming in being an X Factor off the bench. That's our Jersey Mike Sub of the Game. And one more fun thing to watch for tonight. If either team scores over 25 points, everybody can go to Yogurtland for the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert. Buy one, get one free. Run again up the middle. Lounsbury, not much on that one. No gain to the 15, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Warriors. Well, 3rd and 5.
Mustangs snuffed that one out. Lounsbury tried to make that jump cut to the inside and cut back, and the Mustangs were waiting for it.
A little surprised there's not a bigger crowd here tonight, but I forgot it's Swiss Days this week.
It is Swiss Day, and we had kind of a minor monsoon blow through.
That's true.
So
the field
you weren't here for that. You missed that.
No, but it was raining on the way down from Cedar a little bit. And a throw over the middle, and that looks like it's just enough to move the chains. Needed 5, got about 7, and that's a fabulous Freddy's first down. Found a little spot over the middle, and Olsen finds his guy out of the backfield.
Lounsbury.
And Brody Lounsbury, a little shake and bake there.
Yeah, again, just a little check down play where you send everybody deep, clear out that first level of defense, and he just sat there and caught it, converted the 3rd down.
Twins to the near side for the Warriors. And they're going to throw. Vertical routes coming. Now they'll curl at the sticks, and nobody can get open. And and Olsen has to eat that football, and he goes down. It's going to be a loss of a couple. A sack by the Mustangs defense. Ryan, who got there?
Yeah, that's Major Stokes right there. We know that young man, just a sophomore, 10-plus D1 offers, 6'5" as a sophomore defensive end, and he really has established himself as a premier defender in the region, anchor for this Mustang defense, and making his presence felt early with that sack.
100%. Major Stokes, that left side defensive end, you got to keep an eye on him. They're going to run it his way, and he's going to
do it again.
Another tackle. Had some help that time as well, as looked like one of his teammates, I think it was Britton Phillips, wasn't it, number 4 that was over there helping him out?
It's hard to tell.
Couldn't tell who was helping out. Oh, it might have been Diedrich Moore again. And anyway, it's a good stop, and you're going to run it major. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
3rd and 12 for the Warriors.
Yeah, and
now.
again, not the circumstance you want for Coach Esplin in this offense. You've got to be able to pick up chunk yards and stay out of these 3rd and long situations.
Phillips is in the game. I think it was Moore that converged and helped out on that last tackle. Now they got to throw. 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. Pressure coming. Olsen scrambling around. Throws on the run. Caught. But only a gain of about 4 to the 25, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, and this is going to be the challenge for this offense all night long. Coach of Lifapo always masks this defense. You don't know where they're coming from. They line up 6 guys. They'll line up 4 guys. There's delayed blitzes. They're coming all at you. And Olsen is really going to have to figure this out and be a little more decisive and get that ball out of his hands a little quicker if they're going to make the chains move on the offensive side.
And both these teams, coaches have been prepping all week long, and the defense right now leading the charge. Good kick, but a returnable ball, but a wave comes, and Jackson Holt is buried at his own 40. Gain of about 4 on the return, and that's it. But good field position here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and again, now you find yourself 40-yard line looking downfield, and can you get your offense moving? Again, Snow Canyon, we've seen a little hesitation. We've seen that pressure build up. Can Crimson Cliffs come out? Can Tano deliver? Are they going to go back to Van? We'll see.
Yeah. Tonawai, Andresen out of the pistol look. He's got Daly behind him. Trips to the far sideline. Phillips, the single receiver. Vaughn in the backfield. Got there. He slipped past him and got a gain of 2.
And this is something we've seen all season is the offense of Crimson Cliffs. They are very content to just stay balanced. They'll run, they'll throw. Like, they are not pass heavy. They're not run heavy. They're very balanced offensively.
2nd down and 8. Andresen going to roll out, looking to throw. Throws on the run. Catch is made by Holt. 1st down and more. Down the sideline. Finally knocked out of bounds in Snow Canyon territory. We'll see where they spot him out. All the way down to the 41-yard line. Nice out route, and then some yak yards as he turned it up the sideline.
And again, this is just a miscue on the defense as you've got trips on the far side, and the defense just doesn't know who to pick up.
They'll run it. Daly off the left tackle. Cruising, got some blocking, turns on the Jets, and that's another nice game for the Mustangs. Couple chunk gains in a row there. That one is a pickup about 14, maybe 15 as they'll mark him inside the 26-yard line.
Oh, Madden Smith, Gavin Olson leading the charge on that far side, just sealing off a wall and making it easy for the running backs to find their way. And going back that direction again.
Yep, and Van Daly through the crease and then delivers a punishing blow, knocks down a defender, but he does go out of bounds. That's going to be another 3 consecutive plays, 3 fabulous Freddy's first down for this Mustang offense.
And again, it's all within tempo. They are jogging back to the line. They are already lined up. They know the play. It's being cut. Again, that urgency. And now Snow Canyon's going to have to call a timeout.
Timeout brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. See how much Luke can save you, and we'll step aside. Quick timeout. No score, late first quarter on our Wilkinson scoreboard. Mustangs, though, driving when we return.
Appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to House of Jump, where gravity meets excitement. Jump, dunk, and dodge your way into a world of laughter and adrenaline. Whether you're a high-flying pro or just looking to defy gravity, House of Jump is where the thrill begins. Elevate your fun, slam dunk like a champion, and dodge obstacles with style. House of Jump is where every moment is a soaring adventure. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to our house, the House of Jump, or purchase Jump Time online at houseofjump.com.
Welcome back, everybody, into the Red Rock Real Estate Red Zone. Go the Mustangs. First time anybody's been into the Red Zone tonight. And they'll hand it off to Shaw. Shaw going to take it for a couple good hard-earned yards down inside the 8. And it'll be second down. Now, they can get a first down, Ryan, inside the 2, it looks like here. And now we have a flag down. The officials are talking, but I don't see the flag. Well, there is a flag on the 13-yard line.
Yeah, it's back.
And this one might be coming back. Maybe thrown in the vicinity of a holding here.
Well, there's an extended conversation here, so there's something going on. I don't know.
Already 4 first downs for the Mustangs in this game. 77 yards. Most of those yards coming on this drive. And most of it on the ground.
Yeah, again, you've seen that rhythm established going on that far side for the Mustang offense. You've got their own version of Sonic and Knuckles with Shaw and Van Daly coming back and forth in that backfield. And if you can establish that from the get-go, man, that just makes everything so much easier for your offense because then you just keep that defense off balance. And we got a call from the official now.
Yeah, it's an illegal substitution. I don't know if they broke the huddle or what. I think that's the signal I saw. So it's going to be against the Warriors. So
yeah, that flag was near side, outside of our view, and even outside of our camera. We couldn't even see that.
So it's a 5-yard penalty. And they'll replay the down and take the penalty. So 1st and 5 here. Ball down inside the 10. Here's the snap. Shotgun. Handoff. Over the right side. Has a crease. Shaw into the end zone. Touchdown. Pretty easy there. About a 7-yard touchdown run for Mr. Shaw. And I don't know if he was touched as he strolled into the end zone for the special moment when you touch it down.
And again, Gavin Ibsen, 6'6", 314 senior, leading the charge, clearing the water, and he just walked on through dry ground.
Yeah, Ibsen there getting out there, and he just cut right inside that block, and it was 6-0. And they're going to kick the extra point here, brought to you by Best Friends, Kanab, Utah, Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. Check out the website or go take a visit and take home your new best friend. Jackson Holt is the holder, and the kick is pulled a little bit, but he does slip it through. Nice job there by the kicker. Is that Sparks? And 7-0 when we come back on your Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. 2:22 first quarter when we return on the Fan Sports Network.
It's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Broadcast booth, 7-0 Crimson Cliffs. It's number 2 versus number 3, and a little bit of pressure now, and we'll see how Parker Olson and the Warriors can respond on their third possession of the game.
Right. If you're Coach Espel and your staff, you want to come out and you kind of put that in the rearview mirror. Again, you gave a penalty within the red zone. It really aided it. You kind of just gave that one. So right now as an offense, you got to regroup, and you've got to come back and sustain a drive, and you've got to put points on the board, whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, and you just got to play. Get Parker Olson just to relax, maybe quicker routes, dink and dunk a little bit. But again, you've got to establish that passing game. Running, you've been able to get some chunks. It's just in that passing game, they've not been able to create enough separation outside of that first completion to Isaiah Thompson.
Cade Shaw was the guy that rushed it into the end zone for the touchdown. Sparks with the extra point. And now here comes Parker Olson. So far, Olson really trying to get something going. Just 21 passing yards and only 9 yards on the ground. So 30 yards of offense in the first 2 series for Snow Canyon.
And this team averaging 38 points a game offensively. So, I mean, we knew this could possibly happen against a defense like Crimson Cliffs.
Here's Olson. They'll run the back out of the backfield, make it trips to that side. They'll flip it out to him, and it's Esplin, and Esplin's going to take it out across the 20 to the 22. It's going to be a pickup of 2, but not much there.
Now, and again, the receivers having to pick up blocks against those corners and just couldn't quite get good position on them. And the defense, again, for Crimson Cliffs, playing solid position football, keeping it in front.
Austin Benson's kind of like letting that left arm hang. I don't know if he's coming off stinger or what, but number 26, Cameron Ulave is going to check in. We'll have to keep an eye on that. RPO, quarterback will keep it. Olson out across the 30. That's a fabulous Freddy's first down. That's going to be a pickup of about 11, maybe 12 on that run by the QB.
I love that call. Again, get Olson comfortable in just reading it, reacts, able to find a spot, drive some guys with him, picks up 12, 13 yards. I love that play call. Get your quarterback, find some rhythm, get him comfortable, just like any other sport. Get him a basket, get him an easy run, get him an easy yard pickup.
Milo Ince actually got a really good kick-out block there from his receiver position. Now Olson's going to throw. Pressure comes, steps up in the pocket, rolls to the right side. Eyes downfield, lets it fly, and it's out of bounds. I think he was living to fight another down.
Yeah, well, and I wonder if he wants that one back because he had probably a good 5-6 yards. He could have just gone out of bounds and still created some positivity moving forward, but looking down the field, Thompson had some space, but just couldn't quite get it in time. And the thing there that you like to see is you see Olson keeping his eyes downfield, avoiding the pressure and still looking down. Incompletion, but again, looking downfield.
Yeah, eyes were downfield, just couldn't connect. So 2nd down and 10. Warriors trailing 7-0. There's that little backwards pass. It's just kind of an extension of the run, and Cale Esplin has dropped. They've run that one time earlier, lost 3. They run it again. This time I think they lose about 6. We'll call it 5.
Yeah, Langston's waiting for it. Lincoln Langston, Major Stokes, I mean, they're waiting for that play. We've seen that play run pretty often throughout the season. I was kind of surprised Snow Canyon's going back to it as quickly as they have because they just haven't had any positivity from it.
You almost wonder if that's like an anti-blitz play or something where you're trying to catch them in a blitz and they just didn't, and they were ready for it. That 3-4 defense, they will throw some blitzes on, but they're rushing 4 this time. Spin move, Stokes is coming. They passes away. It's a caught. It's caught by Isaiah Thompson. Beautiful snag, and that's a big-time 15-yard pickup and just enough for a fabulous Freddy's first down.
All this goes back to that first down run. You see Olson standing tall. Pressure comes. He delivers that throw, steps into it, all between 3 defenders. That's a tight window, and it was perfectly thrown, and Thompson able to bring it down for the first down.
So after Crimson scored their last drive, a 5-play, 60-yard drive, now Snow Canyon trying to answer, but that's going to do it for the first quarter. So we'll step aside, and we'll see 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 45. Thompson makes a nice first down catch when we come back on the Fan Sports Network.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Today's game is brought to you by Flynn Companies, Intercap Lending, Nets on Fire, Jersey Mike's, and Stretch Lab.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is our Boulevard Home Game of the Week, number 2, Snow Canyon, number 3, Crimson Cliffs. Both teams are perfect, 2-0, unbeaten in Region 9 play. Both teams also 5-1 overall on the season.
Yep.
Glad you're with us. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey, Dusty Allen, our producer, Monica McLaughlin, our camera operator, and thanks for joining us tonight on the radio or on the Fan Sports Network live stream on our YouTube page. Links are up on our website or KSLSports.com. 12 minutes on the second quarter clock. They'll switch directions, and the Warriors will have 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll go right to work. It's a handoff and nothing there. Into the backfield. Big number 90, Chase Butler, I think, was the first to get there.
Yeah, and again, Crimson Cliffs able to shoot the gaps and just find that penetration. Brings the runner down. Loss of 2 yards on that.
They've had some TFLs already, quite a few of them for this Mustang defense. 2nd down and 12 after the loss. Olsen, 3 receivers. Well, 2 receivers and kind of H-back is Lounsbury. Now they'll go empty as Esplin goes in motion. Olsen looking to set up a screen. Has it. It's caught by Thompson. Uh-oh. Might have an illegal man downfield as there was a couple Warriors that leaked downfield early. And we'll wait the word here, and it's holding instead.
And like the play call, but it was a little bit slow to develop, and had that penalty negates a solid pickup on 2nd down. Again, positive yardage would have given you maybe 3rd and 6, but now you're moving back. And so far, it's just been penalties. It's been, penalties plus the defense. And if you're Coach Esplin, this is the stuff you don't want to see.
Yeah, no question about it. He kind of get a little momentum, and then
especially at the end of that first quarter, you saw Parker Olsen deliver a couple passes, find that rhythm after the timeout. Now you're 2nd and 20.
Warriors probably gonna have to go to the air a little bit here, and here comes Strickland on that left side.
Yeah, you got a delayed blitz here from the Mustangs.
Nice little sweep. And he tries to cut it early and run north-south, and nothing there. Tackle made by number 55, Hagen Christensen. And it's 3rd and long. Esplin had nowhere to go, really.
And I'm curious now, as coaches, you're down a touchdown. I mean, this is not the end of the world, but I really liked, again, just that RPO, like getting your quarterback, make him a threat on the ground, get him comfortable, keep going, and you don't have to throw the deep pass. But now you're stuck in that situation. You got to get the 1st down.
Now deep out, caught by Thompson. Give me a nice gain out to the 48, but well short of the 1st down. And now you're kind of near midfield, but I don't know this early in the game if you want to risk going for it and giving Crimson a short porch if you weren't able to pick it up.
I don't think Coach Esplin's going to mess with that. I mean, this one touchdown, Crimson dropped back, kept everybody in front, just played it safe. But now give your defense an opportunity. So pin them down deep, pin Crimson deep. See what your defense can do. See him force a 3 and out, get the ball back, and just, again, there's no time to panic here. There is no time to panic. You're not in bad shape, but, again, now your defense has got to get another stop.
Be helpful here if Thompson could pin the Mustangs deep. 6'5", star wide receiver, puts a nice right foot into that. Hang time good.
Good punt.
And Holt has to fair catch it inside the 10-yard line, and that's where Tanawai Andresen and the Mustang offense will start this drive with, as you mentioned, the 7-0 lead. We got 9 minutes and 22 seconds left on the Nets on Fire clock here in quarter number 2. Senior night tonight. Hard to believe that September 26th.
It doesn't
saying
feel
goodbye
right
to the seniors.
It doesn't feel right. Again, the scheduling quirk that just kind of happened this year for the Warriors, it definitely does not feel right. It feels more like a homecoming night. Like that's what it should be, which was last week.
Our Coral Canyon coach's comments didn't get a lot of time to relay the message, but Coach Esplin talked about it this morning on my show. And he said, it's a little easier as we got a nice pass and a completion out to the 35. Britton Phillips hauls it in, and that was good coverage over there. Pretty good throw by Andresen.
And again, it was actually really lucky. If you can see Britton near the top of your screen, he's looking the wrong way and then turns around and finds the ball. That was a perfect throw and a heck of a play by Britton to recover just in time.
Britton missed the first couple weeks of the season, but he is back, and he gives them a tall target. They'll give it to Van Daly. Daly still continue to put his shoulder down and punish would-be tacklers at the end of runs, and that's a pickup of 8. Well, it depends on the mark there as they unstack. That looks like it's going to be about a 7-yard gain.
And again, just following that offensive line, Ibsen on the outside, and just picking his spots. And the really impressive thing about Van is he just gets so small. He gets so small behind that line and protects the ball, and it's almost hard to see until he's right on top of you.
Already over 108 yards, and most of it coming from Van Daly. They'll throw again to Phillips, though. Out route caught, got a foot down, and that's another nice play. And you're starting to see this offense for the Mustangs find a little rhythm.
Yeah, and again, love that play call. Britton's in single coverage. Throw the ball high and outside. Let your big man catch it, bring it down. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
And the Mustangs are ready, and the sticks aren't even set yet. Coach Stokes, the offensive coordinator, got him going quick. Andreessen pistol formation, trips to the near sideline, and they're going to run it. Cade Shaw, good push, and moves the pile, and it's a pickup of 6 inside the Warrior 40.
And again, this is the version of Sonic and Knuckles, and whether you're a Detroit Lions fan or not, but I mean, you've got Van going on the outside, you've got Shaw going up the middle. I mean, this is taking me back to mid-2000 Dixie Flyers, with Stokes, Blaine Monker. I mean, this is all it was. It was up tempo, run, deep pass, touchdown.
Yeah. Second down and short, and you love the down and distance. Now you can run about anything you want. They'll keep it on the ground, 2nd and 4, and Shaw's going to get another 6-7 yard pickup, and that'll be easily enough for another first down as they're knocking on the red zone down to the 30-yard line.
And again, if you're Snow Canyon, again, just sitting back, 4 guys on that line, hoping your linebackers, safeties can come up and make the play, and they're just not reacting in time.
Got to be fun to be an offensive lineman for Crimson Cliffs. They pull a lot of guards. Here's
coming.
the blitz, and
all-out blitz.
Andreessen goes down. Lounsbury and company sack him. Lost back to the 39-yard line.
So great play call. And here's the really interesting. We're going to see the replay. I mean, everybody, all-out blitz. That's only the 3rd sack of the season for this Warrior defense. I mean, this is something that we just don't see very often, whether it's by design, whether it's personnel, I don't know. But, man, I would love to see the Warriors bring a little bit more pressure, mix it up every once in a while, and just try to catch this offensive line off guard, because you can kind of see they're kind of just out there coasting. They've just got this. We're moving the ball. We're fine.
Andreessen took a shot. He's fine. Goes to the pistol. They'll stay in that, trips to the right, looking that way, Andreessen. And now the pocket collapses, and he's sacked again. This one back at the 45-yard line. Another loss of 5 or 6 on the play.
And again, just 4 rushers. And it really just Tano just didn't get rid of the ball. You can see up on that far side, he had a check down, but Shaw was a little late to get out. Or Van was a little late and just held on to it.
And it looked like Milo Ince was the first to get there. You might give him
it was hard to tell,
a sack each.
Yeah, there was like 3 guys right there, yeah.
But I think he did get there initially. 6:25 to go, quarter number 2. Crimson leading 7-0. Top 3 matchup. That was a low snap. Andreessen has it, though. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw on the run. And coming back to the ball, Britton Phillips diving catch, and he made it. What a catch by Phillips out at the 36-yard line. It's still going to be 4th down and 14, and there's a flag down. Is this a late hit, Ryan?
I think that's what it was. The officials seemed to be signaling it was either a late hit or targeting. I couldn't quite tell. So, I mean, good for Tano Andreessen to recover that. I thought for sure he was just going to jump on it, but making a play, and then as he let go of the ball.
I mean, he did take a shot. I don't know how you stop, though, when you're that close. I mean, it was bang, bang.
Yeah,
unless he went to the head or neck area, and that's probably what they saw. Now they're just calling roughing. They're not calling targeting. They're just calling roughing. Can we see that one more time?
Can we get – I mean, we're watching this.
Right
there. Bam.
Yeah. You got to push it a little earlier to pause it, but I think he's launching. He's already starting to go make the tackle.
I don't like that call.
But he just maybe if he goes low, but
I just don't. I don't like that call. I don't like that call at all. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I just and it's a bang bang.
He's
play.
rolling out of the pocket.
But he's out of the pocket. Yeah, I just don't like that call.
They got the penalty. That'll be a fresh set of downs instead of 4th and 14. a first down and then a tackle as they try to go wide to Van Daly, and they'll lose 2 yards. Both teams have taken a couple steps forward and then a couple steps back here in this first half.
And again, this defense stepping up the previous series. But again, a penalty playing a major factor in moving the sticks for Crimson against Snow Canyon. Can these boys respond? Can they keep the stop, maybe force a field goal or even maybe a turnover?
Looking to throw. Andresen over the middle. Little wide receiver screen. Caught. Nice little catch. Tackled down near the 10-yard line. Catch is made by Truman Horn. And that'll be enough for another first down, I believe. Yeah, they're going to have it by about a yard, it looks like, by the initial spot.
Yeah, and again, great play call there by Coach Stokes. Able to go on that near side, clear your defense out by sending receivers. And again, Horn, just kind of takes that hard step, turns right around, and then finds it. But a flag.
Legal man downfield, so this one is coming back. Hey, tonight's game brought to you by Roney's Mac Bar. Go check it out if you haven't been there yet. They've been open for a couple months over there in the Red Cliffs Mall. You build your mac and cheese your way. It is absolutely delicious over there next to Lululemon. So instead of a first down at the 10-yard line, they'll back them up outside the 26 to about the 28-yard line is where they'll snap it here. It'll be second down and 17. And Andresen's looking to throw. Has the snap. Firing into the end zone. Corner route to hold. He goes up, and does he make the catch? No, it pops out of there incomplete. That was a dangerous throw with double coverage, Ryan.
That's a risk, but we've seen that all season long. That Tano's he doesn't shy away. We've seen him make those throws, and more often than not, they've come down. I don't mind the play call. Again, you're within field goal range. You're going to take a shot there at the line of the touchdown. It was a beautiful throw. It just couldn't quite come down with it.
That is actually the first incompletion of the game for Tanawai Andresen. T's going to throw again here. He's 5 out of 6. And it's a back shoulder out route, and Phillips ran a little deeper than Andresen thought he was going to, and it's incomplete.
A little miscommunication there.
And now you're kind of this would be about a 46, 47-yard field goal. Well, maybe a 44, 45-yard field goal. It doesn't look like Andy Stokes going to run the field goal unit out.
No, it looks like they're going to go for it. You're kind of in that gray zone with the high school, and you don't have that established kicker, So again,
yeah, they're going to go
for it. They're going to go for it.
At least appear to be going for it.
Yeah.
4th and 17. Yeah, it would be about a 44-yard field goal. They're going to pass on that, and they're going to put Andresen in the pistol. He's going to look to throw. It's a 4-man rush. He's got time. He throws over the middle, and it's caught by Jackson Holt, and he's taken down. It depends on the spot, and I don't know if he quite got there or not. It's going to be really close.
I mean, as he was being brought down, you could see him extend his arm at the end of the play. And
it's short. Yeah, they've signaled it. What a catch by Holt.
Coming up right as he kind of goes down, extends right there.
Yeah, it's the 11 at best, but it looks shy of the 11. You can see the sticks behind that.
What a stop.
But great stop by Snow Canyon, but like the awareness of the senior Jackson Holt, who's kind of one of those guys that was a starter last year on that state championship team. There are not many of them.
No.
He knew where the sticks were. 3rd and 17.
No, yeah. I mean, he did everything perfect. It was just a little bit better defense, just coming up short. And again, for this Warrior team, after giving up the deep play, then you commit the penalty. Now you're able to get a stop. The roughing the passer,
and now you got to get the offense going. The defense did its job. Now, can Mike Esplin's Warriors start to find some rhythm? They'll throw it underneath. Big hit. Milo Ince with the catch, and then he is taken down immediately by number 11 again, Lincoln Langston. He's been everywhere.
Langston's having a game. Yeah, I mean, he plays out of that safety position as one of the leading tacklers on this team, and the ball has just been right around him all night long. But again, not a bad play. Just a quick out route, pick up a 2-3 yards, get your rhythm back. Get your offense moving in the right direction for this Warrior team.
Yeah, Moore and Ince and Stokes, Strickland, Langston. Those are your top 5 tacklers coming into tonight for the Mustangs. There'll be a run. Stokes converging from defensive end to help make that stop.
Yeah.
And that was Brody Lounsbury on the carry. And it's going to be 3rd down and 5 after a pickup of 4.
And again, just a minimal pickup. I don't want to question a coach. They see what they're seeing, but at the same time, they just haven't had very much up the middle yet.
But they did throw on first down.
But throwing on first down, yeah.
It just didn't work.
Right. And again, can they convert? That was one of the keys of the game. Can they move it?
RPO quarterback's going to keep it and nowhere to go as Nate Ince and his company, I think it was 94, Tristan Payne, converged to make the stop, and there's no gain on the play, and the punt unit on once again for SC, trailing 7-0.
Yeah. And again, just playing it safe. And, you don't want to create a turnover in that situation. Third and not quite long manageable, but again, just a safe play.
Maybe trying to surprise the defense,
catch it off,
it's a pass situation.
But now, again, get a good punt.
And that's a fake. It's a fake, and Thompson's got some room. He's going to cut to the outside, and he's going to get the first down. I don't think it was a design fake.
Agree. I was just going to say that.
I think he saw that it might be blocked, so he tucked outside and runs it. And what a heads-up play by your wide receiver / punter, Isaiah Thompson.
And again, you see on the replay, you can see that hesitation. Nope. And that's entirely possible. My first thought as well is it wasn't designed. It was, hey, keep your eye out. If you see that side, take off with your speed, your length, get the first down. Special teams play could turn the tide and momentum going into this halftime if this Warrior team can drive the rest of the field and score 6.
If it was a called fake, that's a great spot to do it. If it was improv by Thompson, he made the play.
Yeah, even better.
Either way, it works out great for Snow King. We'll have to ask Coach Esplin about that one if we get a chat with him in the postgame show. 1st and 10 Warriors, mission accomplished. 2:26 left in the first half. They might be able to go down and try to tie this game up, bouncing it outside, and nothing doing for Lounsbury. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that was it. No gain on the play. They stretched that out nicely. Diedrich Moore and company.
Yeah, and again, the Mustangs pursuit on the ground is top of the region, maybe one of the best in the state. Again, we're just not seeing long run plays against this defense. We haven't seen very many all season long. You got to disguise a little bit. I don't mind the run plays, but maybe mix it up a little bit. Try to get some play action. I like the RPO. See what this offense does.
Man in motion. That's Trayvon playing a little offense. They're looking underneath. It's Thompson on an out route instead to the outside. And he's going to pick up about 4 near the 30. Let's see where they mark him. And it'll be 3rd down.
A good solid play call. Again, just a little 2-3 step drop back and hitch route. Give yourself a little bit more manageable 3rd down.
3rd and a long 5 here for the Warriors. They really don't want to give the ball back to Crimson. Only 1:15 left in the first half. They'd love to keep this drive going. They got some timeouts. They're not going to use one yet.
And again, miscommunication. I don't know if that was on the defense. Yeah.
I think it's false start on the Warriors. Yeah. I think 2 guys started to move there. One was in motion, and then somebody flinched.
Well, and there was miscommunication on the defensive line for Crimson. I think it worked out in their favor, but you saw a couple guys shift down, and one guy even turned. I think it wasn't Stokes. He just came off the field, but turned and looked at his safety like, where am I supposed to go? And it might have worked in the favor because Snow Canyon couldn't hold it.
7-0 Mustangs. This half is flying by. We've been here for 40 minutes live on the air, and it's almost halftime.
And right now, if you're the Warriors, I think you just play it safe. Given the time,
we'll see.
I don't think they're going to make any type of. I'd be very surprised if they try to make some deep throw.
3rd and 10.
A quick hitch or there
Olsen
you go.
Steps up, looking to throw, scrambling, throws. Ooh. Oh, and Vaughn couldn't make the grab. He was there on the sideline. Would have been enough for the first down, but he couldn't bring it in.
I love the play by Parker Olsen because he gave that little hesitation to free up his receiver. Just couldn't get it on target enough. Couldn't bring it down for the. I don't know if it would have been enough for a conversion, but again, giving your guy a chance. Just a heads-up play. Again, this is what Parker Olsen has done. We're seeing him grow. We're seeing him develop, and it just hasn't quite got that consistency yet. But still, I like some of the things I'm seeing of his play.
Tonight's game brought to you by House of Jump. They encourage you to bounce off the walls at the House of Jump. Perfect for your kid's next birthday party. HouseofJump.com. High kick. Holt comes in. Doesn't call fair catch. Ooh. Dangerous play there, but he makes the grab, but tackled immediately. As I think that was, who was that made that stop? Looked like 19 for the Warriors, if I'm not mistaken. That black on green is a little tricky to see. But I think it was Riker Terry. And now Mustangs with 30 seconds, leading 7-0. We are late second quarter here, and it's number 2, Snow Canyon, versus number 3. They're also both top 5 in the Des News rankings.
Yeah.
but 2 and 3 in the RPI rankings, which of course seeds you for the state tournament. We're starting to get to the point where we're starting to look at that and talk about that.
This is a big week for separation and seeding. Absolutely.
Tonawai's going to throw. Out route, picked off. It's picked off. He jumped the route. Is it Oski? He could go down the sideline to the 25, makes a man miss initially. Then he's knocked out of bounds by Van Daly at about the 20-yard line, and the play backfires on Drayson, and it was jumped on the outside. What an interception! And there's 18 seconds left in the half.
I mean, again, if you could not draw this up better for the defense, and again, just sitting back at the top of your screen, and it was underthrown. As you can see right here, the defender just sits back on it, jumps it, and man, able to keep his feet underneath him and draw the contact, keep going. Again, opportunity here for this Warrior team, at least come away with 3.
Who was that Lounsbury or was that Ince? I couldn't tell.
It looked like Ince. It looked like 18. Again, the black, the gold on black is a little tough, or green on black.
It
looked
play.
like Ince. It looked like an 18. I couldn't tell.
I think it was, but I'm not 100% sure. I was trying to watch that replay for the number.
Yeah.
I never really could tell. It was that far side cornerback, though, and now we got flags flying. And penalties have been pretty low, just a few in this first half.
It's all been on Snow Canyon. Crimson Cliffs only has that one penalty.
That illegal man downfield penalty.
That was it.
Yeah.
And
they're going to they're trying to reset the clock, it looks like.
Illegal motion.
Yeah, 5-yard penalty, procedure penalty goes against the Warriors. They've had 3 or 4 of those in this first half.
Again, we talked about the execution that Crimson brings in, and this is something this is the next step for Snow Canyon, is to execute when these plays matter, under the pressure, when the time is running down. Can you convert? Can you put points on the board?
Olsen rolling left, looking to throws on the run, and he is intercepted. Oh, my goodness. So the Warriors, and now a late flag flies, but I think post-play, obviously, and an interception by the Mustangs. Wow, couple turnovers late, one by each team, 11.6 on the second quarter, and that's on fire clock.
Again, the replay. Olsen, you can see almost just staring down, comes back to that near side, almost points to him right there, and just a bad decision on that play. Double coverage, and again, but it's coming, roughing the passer.
The interception will not count.
Yeah, Cale Esplin would have had the interception.
No, that was it 22 for
22. Or no, not for Crimson.
That would be Peterson. Yeah, Peterson, the junior. I couldn't tell if it was 22 or 26, but it doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Does not count.
And Coach Alifapo out there in the official's face, not happy with that call.
Yeah, Wayne Alifapo, he's fighting for his guys. He always does that, and I don't think he liked that. But they had a roughie in their favor earlier in this game, and now both teams have one. Major Stokes is coming. He steps up, throws on the run, has a man, and it's Vaughn again, and he can't make the grab. I believe it was Vaughn.
Just a little outside and high. Olsen evading the pressure, stepping forward in the pocket, just couldn't quite bring it down. Just sailed on him just a little bit. Again, that delayed blitz, putting some pressure.
I think that was Soaki, not Vaughn, that was the intended receiver on that play. Again, the black on green, and the glare in the windows.
Yep, and the dark, the lights coming down.
Olsen out of the gun. Second down, but really this could be the last play of the half. They'll go quick, slant route, caught. He's got to go down or score. This is going to be the last play. He's down inside the 2, and he stops short, and that'll be the half. They come up empty.
And Coach Esplin is getting out on the field. He's saying, we got a timeout. He's going to plead his case. That was close. I don't think he got it, but again,
I think if he gets tackled quickly, they got time for the timeout.
Yeah, you've got to go down.
By going and making that first man miss, I think by the time they got to him the second time, he was well short, and I don't know if there was any time left. We'll have to take another look here.
And again, watch it, as you were talking, again, stepping forward, good play on that crossing route, breaks that initial tackle. Now go down right is there. That's when you go down with just that extra step, and that is the half.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't think they quite got.
Oh, no. Did they give a timeout? They did give the timeout. I thought he was signaling for the half, so they did give the timeout.
We don't have the clock synced up on the replay, so hard for us to see it. But hey, the referees said we saw something similar to this when Crimson played Provo back in the preseason, and it worked out in Crimson's favor. Now it goes against the Mustangs here, and the Warriors are going to have a second left from the 2-yard line to try to tie this game up potentially. And now Coach Wayne Alofapo wants to take a timeout. Timeout brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance.
Smart timeout. See how they line up. You've scouted them all week. You've got an idea of what they're going to run in these circumstances. You've seen game film. Let your guys know what you should be looking for. And again, hold your spots. You don't want to jump. You don't want to commit a penalty right here on the 1 or 2 yard line.
Coming up, we'll have the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Ryan and I will get you scores from around the region. We'll get you stats from this one. Second half
We're not having an earthquake, I promise. We're not having an earthquake on those watching on TV. The box is shaking with the fans jumping up and down.
Yeah, they're having some fun.
Talking about that earlier.
We're going to keep it right here. We don't want to miss a play here with just 1 second. Crimson leading 7-0. It was a Kate Shaw 7-yard touchdown run. The only point so far, but Snow Canyon has one play. You got to run your best play. What's your best play to get 2 yards right here?
They've had success with that little hitching out. They've not had very much success running it up the middle. But again, I would not be surprised to see an RPO type where you give your quarterback, see where the linebackers are, see where the safeties are, maybe hand it off, maybe keep it.
They're going to throw for it. Olsen fires.
Batted down.
It's incomplete, and Crimson will take a 7-0 lead into the half. But what an exciting last minute of this half with an interception, a fake punt, another
back-to-back interceptions
called off due to a roughing the passer, and then a batted ball there to end the half, and we catch our breath.
Yeah, Dedrick Moore with the play there, and that's huge. And again, if you're Mustangs, there you go. You've got all the momentum. If the Warriors, hey, it's not the end of the road. You're down 1 touchdown. You've given up 1 touchdown to this team. You are well within striking range to make this a different game in the second half.
Well, that half flew by, and we've reached the halftime show. We'll have it for you when we come back. And it's going to be 7-0 Mustangs on the Wilkinson scoreboard. And we'll be back on the Fan Sports Network. Exciting game tonight. Don't go away.
Luke with Udy & Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udy & Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Warning, what you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime report. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey here. We're going to get you scores, get you stats, and we'll get you ready for the second half. Both teams in the locker room in a tight one right now. Crimson on the road leads Snow Canyon 7-0. And Ryan, what'd you see in that first half? A lot of ways we could break down this first half. Definitely could have been tied there with that way that half ended.
Yeah, I mean, right. If you're the Mustangs, you're okay. You're pleased. Your defense has definitely stepped up. Offense has stalled a few times. We're looking at the stats. 0 for 6 on third down for this Mustang offense. That is a huge compliment to what the Warriors are doing defensively. Now on the other side for the Warriors, it's just been penalties. Outside of the interception, it's just been penalties. They've gone 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It's just they haven't been able to find that consistent rhythm. And then again, that last play, instead of going for a field goal, going for a touchdown. And again, I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either.
I'm okay with the touchdown. I'm okay with going for it, but I didn't like that you just drop back and throw. I mean, why extend it, roll him out, RPO, just a little bit, give your quarterback options.
Yeah, I don't think 3 points is going to be Crimson. No. You in hindsight, you'd love to come up with something, though.
Yeah, you got to come up with something. And again, that's the only reason.
And it was a chip shot.
Yeah.
But you're probably thinking, you know what, we're going to have to score at least 14, 21 points to win this game, even though our defense did play well in that first half.
Very bend don't break on the Warriors' part for defense. But in penalties, if you clean up the penalties, easily could have been a 7-7 game if you're the Warriors. And again, for Crimson Cliffs, you've got to be able to convert on third down.
We maybe should have picked some defensive players, Ryan, as our Finley Subaru Star Watch before the game. We went with the quarterbacks.
We did.
Right now, you look at the quarterback statistics, and our stats brought to you by Scooter's Coffee out in Hurricane. Stop by next time you're on State Street out there. Amazing drinks, served amazing fast. They got amazing breakfast. They got great smoothies. 7-10 for Tanawai Andresen, 87 yards and an interception. Parker Olson, Warriors quarterback, 10-16, just 67 yards. So both quarters, saw some flashes, made a couple nice plays. Obviously, Olson's interception didn't count because it was a late hit, so they that wiped away that interception. By the way, we did get clarification. We couldn't tell if it was Ince or Lounsbury. Want to give credit. It was Brody Lounsbury with the interception that got them down the field there late in that second quarter. But a batted ball by Dedrick Moore, who was everywhere in that first half. Him and Langston both had a whale of a first half. We saw Major Stokes make some big plays. We saw Trayvon with a sack. We saw Lounsbury with a sack. The Stars were out defensively through two quarters.
Yeah, and again, for this Warrior defense to do what they've done, limiting the third down, and that series where they got the back-to-back sacks and then a penalty that put Crimson Cliffs back into that red zone and still held serve. Very impressive defensive play again tonight by both teams. So, it's right now it's coming down on the offensive side for Snow Canyon. Whether it's play calling, whether it's execution, and I'm not saying that Snow Canyon should change anything they're doing. It's just, you've got to take what the defense gives you. And those runs have just not been effective up the middle, or we're trying to get to the outside. Crimson stretches it out. So you've got to find something. If you're the Warriors offensively, you got to find something to get that rhythm for Parker Olson. And again, we've talked about the RPO a couple of times. I like that. We've seen that work. But again, you also want to protect him. So, plenty to talk about for these coaches. But, man, 7-0 at halftime, I wouldn't have guessed this.
Yeah,
no way.
If you like defense, you're in the right spot. This is the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime report. Start your day with hot breakfast or fresh-made cinnamon rolls, or stop by for a couple loaves of freshly made bread. Enjoy a satisfying lunch. They got that too. Great Harvest will even cater your next team event or business office party on the boulevard. If you like offense, you probably should have went to Pineview tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
How about a little update brought to you by Flynn Companies? And early in that game, guess who? Brock Harris got the Panthers on the board first. Hurricanes' Austin McRoberts answered. Then it was Max Yoakum with a kickoff return for a touchdown. And then Dylan Gabriel answered. And then he got the 2-point conversion on top of that. So Hurricane goes for 2 to take a 15-14 lead on the road right now over at Pineview. Also a defensive battle as we check the Flynn Company Region 9 report on the scoreboard. Dixie leading Desert Hills 3-0. Heard Desert Hills had a chance to tie it with a field goal but missed. So right now Dixie trying to spoil Desert Hills' homecoming. They lead again 3-0. Here, 7-0. Mustangs have the lead here at Snow Canyon High School. Let's take another quick timeout. When we come back, we'll talk second half adjustments, and we'll dive inside the stats a little bit more, and all that coming up when we come back. Mustangs lead by 7 here in our Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
Plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
Hey, have you tried the St. George Stretch Lab? It'll help boost your athletic performance, help you feel less restricted in your movements, knock out those nagging aches and pains, and melt away your stress. Right now at the St. George Stretch Lab, get an intro stretch for just $39. That's $30 off. Mention keyword radio.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Kabuto's, St. George's #1 sushi and ramen bar. Student specials available Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Make sure and give them a follow on social media at Kabuto Utah for weekly giveaways and local events.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill. Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kalua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice. Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
Back, everybody, here at Snow Canyon inside our Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Again, 7-0, Crimson leading. Number 2, Snow Canyon on the road. So Crimson 2 versus 3, Ryan, and it lived up to the hype. We got a close game. We got a one-possession game, and it really very easily could have been tied. If Snow Canyon could have scored there with 1 second left from the 2-yard line, but Dedrick Moore batted that ball down. Hey, let's dive inside of our Scooter's Coffee stats a little bit more, Ryan. What really stood out there in that first half to you?
Again, we talked about this prior to the game, looking at the quarterback play. Again, you've got Andresen 7 of 10 for 87 yards with that 1 interception. Parker Olson 10 for 16 with 67 yards. But again, it's the most effective play for Snow Canyon has been that RPO when he's been able to drop back, read, or fake the handoff and then go. And again, that's when we've seen the most consistency, because then it's opened up some passing plays for the Warriors. And then again, for the Mustangs, outside for Van, inside for Shaw, and it's just been a matter of completing passes down. That's all they're doing. I mean, it's just that execution. And Snow Canyon, I think the biggest surprise for me is Snow Canyon's defense getting through for those 2 sacks. That was big. Yep. And then just a very bend, don't break type of approach. And they've done enough, and you throw in a fake punt, and it gives you some momentum. I mean, the points aren't on there, but you're only down a touchdown. I mean, if you're Snow Canyon, it's not a bad position. Yeah. I mean, you want to come away with points, but
you kind of feel like you want to get the run game going, but you kind of feel like maybe getting Isaiah Thompson more involved like they started to do there in that first half. He's such a great playmaker, and he can high point balls, and he's a great route runner. And then you kind of feel like you want to get back to the run game maybe a little bit with Van Daly, because he did burst for some big runs in that first half.
And it's one of those things that sometimes we do see this from coach. Sometimes you overcoach. Sometimes you overplan, and instead of just reading the game and just pounding what's working, you kind of start, we need to do this, we need to do this. And sometimes that happens at the high school level because you've got kids. You want to make sure these kids are having fun, having a positive experience. But sometimes you just got to do what keeps working.
Yeah.
And just come away with a win. In a game like this, I would not be surprised to see a little bit more run heavy for Crimson and a little more RPO and Isaiah Thompson.
Hey, let's just going to check to see if there's any other updates. Still 15-14, Hurricane leading Pineview. And I don't think anything has changed there with Dixie up on Desert Hills 3-0. I want to thank some other sponsors. We're here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. A lot of the buildings you see, that new Summit just down the road from Snow Canyon High School, Grass Creek built that. They're doing a ton of great work around the community. Think Grass Creek if you need something built. Proud sponsor here. Learn more at their website, grasscreekconstruction.com. Integrity is their competitive edge. Hopefully we're going to get the big score dessert in that Pineview game because right now we're not pacing for the Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert unless we get some fireworks in the second half.
Well, and we saw that last week with Snow Canyon Pineview, so we could see that. But again, the way that first half was played and the speed with which it was played, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna stay close.
Wanted to also thank the City of St. George Recreation Department and remind everybody, 4th graders through 9th graders, Junior Jazz signups are open till October 7th. So you got about a week and a half or so.
Yep.
You need to get your kids 4th through 9th grade sign up for Junior Jazz. A lot of fun happens down there. They've done a great job. The Jazz have done a great job with Ryan Smith, new ownership, making that fun and bringing back that across the state. And it's been going for years and years and years. I know you and I both had our kids play over the years.
Well, and then the Bantam League that's now started.
Yes.
They've got the competitive league for some of the older kids, which is new this year, thanks to the NBA, all sorts of stuff. We don't get to that, but that's exciting too.
So go to the City of St. George Recreation website, get your kids signed up. All right, quick break. When we come back, Ryan's second half adjustments and the action. Crimson leading 7-0 over Snow Canyon, live on the Fan Sports Network.
We don't often think about it, but we use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by 67%, making roads last longer and cost less to own. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Appreciate Great Harvest Bread Company bringing in the halftime show. Love our sponsors, the Back Nine Golf, Everbull, our friends Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Also want to thank Roney's Mac Bar, now open in the Red Cliffs Mall, as well as the Stretch Lab. Hey, I don't know if you've heard about the benefits of a real professional stretch, but if you're playing pickleball or golf, or maybe you're getting ready for the senior games or the St. George Marathon, they've got an introductory stretch. All you have to do is mention code word radio, and you can get an introductory stretch. 50 minutes for just $39 over there at the Stretch Lab, which happens to be right next door to Kabuto Sushi and Ramen Bar, right there next to Durango's there. Really, really encourage you to go take advantage. Mention code word radio. Ryan, let's turn to our second half adjustments. First for Snow Canyon, if you're Coach Esplin, what was he talking about with the guys at the break?
First and foremost, penalties. You got 6 penalties for 49 yards.
Yeah.
And a couple of those were just absolute drive killers early on in that first half. So you've got to clean it up. You've got to come back out, kind of reset yourself, and just, you're at home. This is your senior night. Let go of that pressure that you've gone through with that first half. You got the jitters out. Let's go play our game. So first things first there. Second, I want to see a little bit more RPO. I want to see Isaiah Thompson a little bit more involved in the passing game. And don't abandon the run, but I think with the success they've had with the short to mid-range passes, let that develop, let that open up, then time your runs.
Yeah, good stuff there. On the other side of the equation?
Keep Van Daly. Give the ball
Give
to
it
Van.
to him.
Just give the ball to
moving Van.
Yeah, give the ball to Van. Your offense. I mean, there is nothing that Snow Canyon has done when Van has gone outside that side with Ibsen, the offensive line. There's nothing they've been able to do to stop that. And so I would expect a heavy dose early of the run, whether you got Van or Shaw, go Sonic Knuckles, and then timely passes with Tano and hitting Britton Phillips down. I expect a little bit more run from the Mustangs.
And Crimson's got to be better on third down again. 0 for 6. They got to get some third down. Fabulous Freddy's first downs. By the way, Fabulous Freddy's, both locations in southern Utah now have a hybrid tunnel installed where you can go touchless or you can get the brushes. So you choose every time you get your car washed, and you still get that big gas savings every time at the pump after you wash your car at Fabulous Freddy's. Do want to thank Deal Collision. We'll keep an eye on some more big hits in the second half. We're keeping an eye on our AWP Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. I don't think we've seen it yet.
Not yet. No, I agree.
Too tight of a game.
Yeah.
Also, Finley Subaru Star of the Game. We might pick 2 tonight, and our Jersey Mike Sub of the Game as well. We'll name those officially in our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Do want to remind everybody, too, if you're out to some sporting events tomorrow and you got your video camera rolling, your kids are playing, we want you to submit your home videos and nominate some athletes you catch on video for our Jimmy John's Highlight of the Week. Just do it on our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. If we choose your video, we're going to give you a $100 gift certificate to go to any of the Southern Utah Jimmy John's just for submitting your video and allowing us to put that out there as a highlight for people to get it trending on social media. We want to see some great, from excuse me, the Sun YFL to the kids soccer games to golf course, whatever. It doesn't BMX. I don't care what it is. We want your highlights, and we'll make it worth your while. If you send those to us, you can do that on our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey, Dusty Allen, our producer, Monica McLaughlin. She was down there doing the kick for cash at halftime. I don't know how much money we raised, but I know there was some.
There were some close ones.
I know there had to have been some cash handed out, a little bit of cash handed out.
Well, the one from 35 hit the crossbar just short.
It will be Crimson ball. Remember, Snow Canyon got the ball first. Crimson won the toss deferred. So we will see Tonawai Andresen and the Mustangs with the opening possession here of half number 2. Glad you're with us here. If you're listening on radio, hopefully we'll get to that Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert. We need some points. We need over 25 by one of these two teams to get you a buy one, get one. That's where fans like to hang on Friday nights. We do have Desert Hills a deflection for a touchdown, but Dixie leads 10-7 at the half as we are underway second half. Run taken outside of the left, and Benson Hoffine, the senior, not a bad return out there around the 30-yard line.
No, that's a good way to start. Had one foot in the end zone, elected to bring it out. I like it. I like the aggressiveness. Want to see this offense get rhythm. Again, I really expect them to just run heavy and just ram it down this Warrior defense.
So we are the first game to start the second half. Pineview got a late field goal to take a 17-15 lead over Hurricane at home. Run off the left side. Tripped up, but still nice gain of about 3. And Barisi had a 1-yard touchdown plunge for Dixie on fourth down. Like I said, they had a 10-0 lead, and then a miracle deflection for a touchdown. Desert Hills finally scored. So Dixie leads 10-7. So a 3-point game, a 2-point game, and here we have a 7-point game as we're underway here. Second down and 8. They're going to hand it off, and nothing doing. Coming in, making that stop. That was number 4, Easton Nowatzki.
So, again, you've got 2 defensive stops. Nowatzki coming all the way from the opposite side, catching him from behind. Outstanding defensive play for the Warriors. And, again, that's 2 runs in a row that they've gone to Van. The first one, minimal gain. Second one, loss of yard.
They heard you. They're trying to get him going.
Well, and that first, both those runs were inside on the offensive line. What they had in the first half was outside. So a little interesting to see that attempt right there from Coach Stokes.
3rd and 9. T. Andresen. Low snap, has it though. Rolling to the left, setting his feet. Nobody open. Backpedaling. Now he's scrambling right, and he is going to be sacked for the 3rd time tonight back at the 22-yard line.
And this is something we have not seen all season from this Warrior defense is quarterback pressure and quarterback sacks. They only had 2 on the season. They've got 3 tonight. And again, outstanding coverage down the field. Andresen couldn't get away. And the Warriors make him pay.
Warriors force a 3 and out.
Number 7 for this Mustangs. Again, another lack of conversion on the third down.
So Crimson can't do anything with that opening possession.
Oh,
and that one
deflected or
not
shanked.
a good kick. Yeah, I couldn't tell either, but they're going to have this ball at about the 40-yard line of the Mustangs.
See, we can catch. I don't know if we caught the replay.
That
looked like it just came off his foot.
Yeah, Warriors love it though. They're gonna spot it at the 41-yard line officially here. So that is what a less than a 20-yard.
So again, we just barely
net punt.
Yeah, it just came off the side of his foot.
Because they were at the they really had no gain. It was a 20, so it's gonna be a 21-yard punt basically here.
Yep.
From the 20 to the 41, and here is Parker Olson, junior quarterback. He'll put a man in motion. That's Beathers. They're going to give it to him. He hadn't touched the ball in that first half. Well, there's one name we hadn't mentioned, and he's going to turn it upfield running north and south. And Brett Beathers, the junior wide receiver, is going to get a couple yards. We'll give him a gain of 3.
And the jet sweep, trying to get that defense, trying to catch them off guard, catch the edge, just couldn't quite get enough. I don't mind the play call. Again, we haven't seen him hardly at all, trying to get the ball into your playmaker's hands.
I mean, he came in, third on the team in receptions, 14 for 338. He's kind of been that deep threat. He's also carried it 9 times, so they've had him involved, but that was the first touch of the game. Now they'll swing it out to Esplin. I believe that's Esplin. He'll get running north and south, and he'll get down to the 35-yard line. So another pickup of 3, and it'll be third down and a short 4 for Snow Canyon.
And again, we've seen that play several times already, but that's the first time it really was effective, and it was the timing. The timing was perfect on that play. Again, you had your receivers downfield making contact at the reception of the ball, able to move forward. Now you got a third and manageable.
Parker Olson, twins to the near side, single receiver at the top of the field. They're on the right hash. So the wide side is here to the left. He's looking that way. And he's flushed to the short side of the boundary, and he has to throw it away. Hit as he threw it. Pressure coming from Major Stokes again.
Yeah, and again, that defense, you just cannot give Stokes past 3.5 seconds. You've got to be able to get rid of it. And again, not a bad decision. Again, live to fight another day. You're right in that gray area. I expect them to go for it. It looks like that's what they're doing. So Warriors, again, can they convert on this 4th down?
Yeah, didn't convert there. Had 1 second on the clock. Late second quarter from the 2. It was batted down. Crimson still up 7-0. They are trying to tie this game up, but they got to move the chains here. They start in motion now. Go back to that H-back position. That's Lounsbury. Esplin is in the backfield left of Olson. Olson's going to straight drop, looking to throw. Taking a shot into the end zone. Thompson going up. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by the Mustangs. This is returnable to the 10, to the 15, and then dropped at about the 18-yard line. And
a late flag.
A late flag does fly in on the play.
Again, we saw Thompson lined up on this far side. Olson watching him the whole way into double coverage and just under threw it a little bit. And we'll see at the end, see what happens here.
Benson Hoffine with the Oski. And he's kind of stormed to celebrate with his teammates.
That might be it. That might be coming off, but it's hard. It was hard to tell. There was no contact.
I don't know how the ref saw that.
Me neither.
From behind. But we're going to get the signal here. And it's going to be a block in the back.
Block in the back.
Yeah, block in the back. It wasn't on the celebration. Hoffine's, he was just celebrating. I don't think he did anything wrong there.
This is what drives defensive coaches nuts, is you have a 4th down and you interception and you get a penalty and you could have just batted it down. You would have been up
to the 40-yard
close
line.
To the 35, 40-yard line.
35-yard line,
yeah. This is one of those things.
Hard to train a kid not to catch the ball, though.
Yeah, they're kids. And again, I don't fault them. You don't know what's going to happen. You may be able to run it back. But in that situation, just
RPO,
best.
the throw, and it was a jumbled mess, and it's going to fall to the turf, incomplete. Wouldn't have went for much yardage even if that was caught.
That's the first time we've seen all night all defenders minus the safety for the Warriors up on the line, showing an all-out blitz, and they kind of just take a few steps back and just really clogged it up, and that window closed really quickly and couldn't find the reception. I think what the intended receiver was it.
I think it might have been.
It was Holt.
Jackson Holt. Yeah, they're going to run off the left side, and a pretty good push. And that is going to be about a gain of 6 for Van Daly. Van Daly trying to get their star running back going on the ground. It was Cade Shaw that has the only touchdown in this game. It was a 7-yard touchdown, and that's why Crimson has that 7-0 lead.
Right back hiking it again. See the urgency, trying to speed up the tempo.
And he's got some room. Makes a man miss. Into the open, down to the 35, out to the 40, and then driven out of bounds there. That is going to be about a 30-yard pickup for the moving Van Daly.
And again, that's what we were talking about at halftime. Just feed the van. This time he goes outside and then cut back inside. That goes back to the previous play, just how quickly they got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if Snow Canyon was even ready. And again, just catching them on their heels.
25-yard gain officially. He stepped out of bounds right at the 40. They'll go back to the ground on that left side.
Shaw.
And it's Cade Shaw that's going to take it and weave his way for a pickup of 4. And tempo again.
Yeah, again, you're seeing this offensive line get right back. Everybody's hustling back to position. They want to wear down this defense.
Trips to the near sideline. They've been running to that left side with the trips out here. They got less hats on that side. And this time they blitz in and they get to him. They get to him. And that was Esplin, I believe. Or Shakespeare. I couldn't tell. Shakespeare.
Yeah, Shakespeare was the one who came off that far side, able to get into it. So now you've got
another TFL for the Warriors. Now 3rd down. And the Mustangs slow it down just a little. Andresen faked like he wanted the ball. Now he looks to the sideline. Doesn't appear to be changing the play. 3rd and 9 from their own 41. Mustangs trying to convert here. Leading 7-0. Going to throw. Andresen looking, eyes way downfield. Nobody open. Now he unloads it, and it's going to be batted down, incomplete, nearly intercepted, then almost caught.
Almost caught, yeah. And again, intended receiver there. It looked like Britton Phillips. Just couldn't quite get it. And good coverage. Warriors only bringing pressure from 4, and everybody else dropping back, just playing it safe, keeping the receivers in front of them. And again, forcing a punt. Another 3rd down, not converted for this Mustang offense.
And the punt unit on. And Bad snap. Has to go get it, but gets it away, and a pretty good kick considering he's going to land at the 34-yard line and then kind of just sit down right there. Kind of bounce sideways, and that's where Snow Canyon will have it. So 1st and 10 Warriors here. High school football brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. It's peak season, ladies and gentlemen. Cooling down a little bit. Days are getting shorter. Make sure you plan ahead. Get your tee times. CoralCanyonGolfCourse.com. They're celebrating 25 years of golf. Or you can call for your tee times out there, 435-688-1700. You know I got that number memorized. Called it many times.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite tracks. Get out there and play. By the way, just 6:35 left in the 3rd quarter. This game pacing ahead of all the other games. The other 2 games, 10-7, last report. Dixie at halftime leading Desert Hills. 17-15. Pineview got a late field goal to take the lead. And this looks like offsides on the defense, Ryan.
Yeah, again, Crimson showing a shift, trying to draw, trying to get some movement, and just got a little bit too far over that line of scrimmage and not back in time. Looked like it might have been Hagen Christiansen who did that, trying to see from up here, a little tough. But again, free yards for the Warriors.
Strickland showing blitz. He's coming. And he comes to the wrong hole as they shoot outside of Strickland's blitz. And it looked like Lounsbury out to the 45. And that's going to be enough for a Fabulous Freddy's.
1st down. Again, making the run for the Warriors, Brody Lounsbury. And again, we talked about this the first half where they looked like they were making some calls trying to predict that blitz or time that blitz. This time it worked. That first half, the Warriors really could not figure out where they needed to go. And this time, Lounsbury able to shoot that gap and pick up a 1st down.
And Olave, if he could square him up late in that run, probably stops him short. But that last little cutback gave him 3-4 more yards to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Olsen wants to throw. And might have been a little early there, and PI as they were trying to find Isaiah Thompson. And I think that is Ince that's pleading his case. And I bang play.
I thought he got there early. I don't know if we caught it on the replay, but it looked early to me. And again, it's right on the near side, right in front of the sideline official. Right there, yeah. And again, good call. Good call by the official. Just a half a step early.
So that'll
only
put
the third penalty for Crimson Cliffs this game.
And now the Warriors, after the mark-off, will have it at the Crimson 40. They've only been in the red zone, the Red Rock Real Estate red zone, once tonight.
Yep.
And that was late in that second quarter. They'll run away from a blitzing Diedrich
counter.
Moore, and Lounsbury's going to take it down to the 37. Flag down again. Flags, really the first quarter didn't have any. They started to pick up a little bit, and now we've got a bunch more flags here. Two physical teams going at it.
Looked like holding. Yep.
And a lot on the line tonight. RPI points. If you can beat number 2 or number 3, who are both 5-1 going in this game, that's going to keep you, really no matter what happens the next 2 weeks, probably in that top 8 where you get a bye and a home game after that.
Yeah.
So, the winner is going to have the inside track for the Region 9 title. And I don't care about the RPI until the bracket's out. I think coaches and players, though, still care about a Region 9 championship.
Yeah, and that's always been the question with the RPI is what does it do to that region championship?
Screen over the middle. It's caught. And a nice little gain getting back near the original line of scrimmage. Still fighting for yak yards.
Pushing.
And they're going to be a pickup of about 11 back down to the 39-yard line.
And again, Entz able to kind of dance his way, pick up some extra yards. And again, good play call, able to get back to the original marker. You got second down.
And Milo Entz is a guy that only came into tonight with 5 catches on the season, but he's had, I think, 3 to maybe 4 tonight.
Yeah, well, again, just that quick change of pace, change of direction, they've been able to find some success with it.
Handoff. Lounsbury hit right at the line of scrimmage, does fight forward. Remember, Lounsbury came in about halfway through the season last year and was named the starting quarterback. But in the offseason, they decided to move him to running back because of the talent of Olsen. And I think it's been a really good move as Parker Olsen's done a nice job, and Lounsbury can play both sides of the football.
Yeah, and it's created a little bit more balance offensive, defensively, and you've been able to allow some guys to step into some new roles, and they've been able to rise to that occasion. Again, specifically the most visible is Olsen.
Well, Lounsbury last week was probably the star of the game in that win over Pineview. He was making plays on both sides of the ball. 3rd down and 8 here. They go empty motion, and they take a shot over the middle, and it's caught down at the 15 and down inside the 10. What a throw by Parker Olsen. He hits number 5. That is Fa Sakai.
Yeah, heck of a play. And again, just timing and window. As you're going to see Sakai coming down from the top, and Olsen just nails him in stride. Little hesitation, but again, right between 3 defenders. Timely throw, timely pass. When Olsen has had time, we've seen him be effective tonight.
Soft touch, too. Kind of feathered it in there.
Really pretty. And again, Parker Olsen, it's been really fun to watch him develop this season in that quarterback position.
1st and goal for the Warriors. Trailing 7-0. Chance here to tie this game up potentially.
Big series here for both teams.
And only 67 yards passing in that first half, but a big one there. And now they'll run it off the left side. Stacked up, and Lounsbury's going to get driven to the turf. And not much there. Maybe give him a yard, and that was it.
Yeah, Diedrich Moore met him right at the line of scrimmage, stood him up, had a couple partners come in and finish him off. And again, they're not getting a ton of yards on the ground, but we're seeing progress, and that is allowing the offense to create some momentum on this Warrior side. First half, they didn't really get that much on the run, but now they're getting 2, 3, 4 yards at a time, and it's allowing this line to start believing, create some momentum, defense a little bit on their heels.
Yep, still most of their yardage coming through the air, but there's a pass, and it's caught, and Lounsbury's leg is and kind of grabbed his leg and then rode him out of bounds, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from inside the 5 down around that 2.5-yard line.
And again, a big 3rd down here. As you see, also, I love it. It was almost like he was just that little hesitation to free him up, pick up a couple extra yards, just couldn't quite get in.
Really good tackle by Peterson.
I say Peterson, just right around the ankle and forced him out of bounds. So big 3rd down here. 4-down territory?
I think so. Maybe you'd think about a field goal if you kicked at the end of the half, but now I think you're kind of pot committed at this point. You need the 7 to tie this game. 3rd and goal. Olsen out of the gun. RPO, handoff is there, into the end zone, touchdown Brody Lounsbury. It's a touchdown run for Lounsbury, and the Warriors a PAT away from tying up this big-time game.
And this offensive possession, this is what we did not see in the first half, is enough chunk runs. We saw a big pass play and then 3 run plays in a row, and you force it into the end zone, and you're a PAT away from tying this game. You got the crowd going. You can see our camera shaking.
Not an earthquake, just the crowd. They turn up some House of Pain. You feel like you're at Camp Randall right now.
There we go.
Best Friends, Animal Sanctuary, Kanab, Utah. Ammon Olson, who's a heck of a golfer. I'm going to see him at the state tournament in a couple of weeks. He kicks it through, and we are tied. That's the first time we've seen Ammon tonight, except for on kickoff, and there's only been one of those. So Olson, he's one of the great stories, I think, in the region. I mean, after the Desert Hills game a couple weeks ago, him and his parents got in the car, drove up to the Nota Begay tournament, and he played all weekend. He comes back, he's practicing golf, playing in the region tournaments, and he's got time, and you can see by that extra point he's got a big foot.
He's got a leg, yeah. And that's the kind of stuff that I don't want to get off track here, Devin. But it's frustrating sometimes with the individualized sports. It is, because some of these kids can do so much. And you don't see multi-sport athletes in the same season.
Never.
Like, that is so rare. So, I mean, credit to the parents, credit to the coaches letting him do that.
Absolutely.
I mean, that is fantastic. And it's something I wish we would see a little bit more of with multi-sport athletes. But it is what it is today, and I get it. I mean, my kids were single-sport athletes, even though I tried to get them to play other sports. Tyson played golf, though. I will say that. Tyson turned himself into a fairly decent golfer.
When you're as good at golf as Ammon, they got to let him work it out. Because he won the tournament at Green Springs 3 weeks ago. He was the medalist, and you could see the crowd is hopping. They're excited. We are tied up. 2:39 left, and the net's on fire. Third quarter clock, and Crimson, after the touchback, will set up shop at the 20, 1st and 10.
Yeah. So do the Mustangs come out and panic, or do they stick with this ground game, trying to get Van, trying to get Shaw going? Or are we going to see a little bit more pass? I'm curious to see how
aggressive.
I would agree, but I'm curious to see what Coach Stokes has dialed up.
RPO in the give, and it's going to be Van Daly moving the pile for about a 3-yard gain. It'll be second down and 7.
And again, still jumping back up, getting to the line, plays called, trying to get that tempo sped up just a little bit.
The spirit chant back and forth across the field going on right now. And a speed option. They pitch it to Daly. Daly going to get the angle, and he's going to get the first down. Maybe. And it's going to pick up 10, maybe 12. They're going to mark him out at the 35-yard line. And that's a big-time 14, maybe 15-yard run for the moving Van Daly.
The thing I love about Van is his center of gravity gets so low, and no matter what the contact is, his legs don't stop moving. That was an impressive run.
1st and 10 Mustangs. Back to that left side. Daly cuts again, and it's another 12-yard pickup for Van Daly, who's putting this team on number 5 shoulders.
And again, watch this replay. This is something we haven't seen him. Like
Look at the line.
Yeah, just Euro stepping through. You got your line just separating, creating open lanes for him, and he's just picking his way through.
That left side of that line with Madden Smith and company, they are doing some work. I want to give all 5 of those guys some credit. Everybody was holding their blocks for a long time on that last play. Now Tonawai Andresen pulls it out. Quarterback will scamper on that left side as well, and he's going to have about an 11, maybe 12-yard pickup, and the ground and pound is starting to work for the Mustangs.
I'm willing to bet that was designed where it was, hey, you're going to keep it this time because we've gone 4 or 5 times in a row to Van. Let's bring it this near side, and let's pick up the first down.
Maybe give him a little bit of a break, too.
Give him a breather, yeah.
Another fabulous Freddy's first down for the Mustangs. They're at the 43 of the Warriors. We're tied 7-7. Shot down the sideline. One-on-one. Coverage caught. It is caught. And it is into the end zone. Britton Phillips, touchdown Mustangs. A 43-yard bullet from Tonawai Andresen to Phillips for the score.
What a beautiful pitch and catch. I mean, right in the breadbasket. You've got the defender with him step for step. Just put it on the money. Andresen right there, almost maybe even a one-hand a little bit, and he's just able to get in the end zone.
That is precise passing by the junior quarterback, Andreessen. Wow.
And absolutely all set up by run, pass.
Yeah.
And again, just
Snow Canyon was not full. That DB, I can't fault him. He is right there step for step.
But again, single man coverage, Britton Phillips, 6'4", 6'5". More often than not, he's gonna win that opportunity.
Injured Warrior there on the play, so they're letting the trainers get a look, and I can't see who that is yet. Is that 8 for the Warriors?
Yeah, you're seeing 8, and I was seeing 0. I was trying to see as well. It looks like 8 or 9. Trying to see Cash Entz. Yeah, Cash.
Yeah, probably is.
Yeah, number 8.
So he's under his own
able to
power,
walk off. Yeah, he looks okay. Maybe just a little banged up.
Best Friends, Animal Sanctuary. Have you ever been up there, Ryan? Really cool. I went up there a year ago, and we stayed at the Merc there, remodeled rooms. You can go up and get a $5 buffet. You can tour the sanctuary, see all the animals up for adoption, learn more, bestfriends.org. Sparks for the PAT. And it's up, and it is long enough, and it splits the upright. So we'll take a break. 14-7 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We might get that Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert yet. Still 1:25 left in the third when we come back.
Your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Game is brought to you by Hengel's Homemade Ice Cream, Sport Court of Southern Utah, Mountain Bikes Pizza, Grass Creek Construction, and Jimmy John's.
Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey here, our Boulevard Home Game of the Week, living up to the hype. Number 2, Snow Canyon. Number 3, Crimson in the latest 4A Utah RPI rankings. And that's going to go clear through off the goalpost for a touchback. And we're here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. How about that? I'm still oohing and ahhing about that throw from T. Andreessen. Tonawai put a dart high and soft right in the hands of Britton Phillips. Longest play of the game for either team, 43 yards. We haven't had a lot of explosive plays. Well, we've seen interception, we've seen sacks, we saw a fake punt.
That's what's happened is we've had a penalty negate them or something happen after that is kind of eliminated. No, that was great play calling. That was a perfect execution, and that throw was a thing.
And the read, he went to the right guy with that one-on-one coverage. So now Parker Olson and company have to try to respond after they briefly tied the game. They start off the left side, a nice little hole opened up by the left side of the line, and he's going to mosey out to the 27.
And again, we're seeing some momentum pick up with the ground game for the Warriors. We saw that on that scoring drive, looking to continue that right off the bat. But again, if I'm Coach Esplin, I don't want to go away from this gentleman right there, Thompson.
Yeah. And Lounsbury with that last touchdown. You got to get those two guys the ball.
Give the ball to your playmakers.
Mix in Esplin, mix in Beathers, and Olson's
false start. Something.
Yeah, he looked to drop back, and then they blow it dead. Right now, Hoffines is the guy that's got to try to guard the guy you're spotlighting there, Isaiah Thompson. Looking at the numbers right now, we had that quarterback comparison, and we'll do that in a second because I just lost my stats. You have the quarterback comparison there, Ryan?
Yeah. Right here.
So, Andreessen, 8 out of 13, 129, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Olson, 14, 22, 114, 1 pick. So pretty even, except for Olson needs a TD to kind of equate it out. And he's looking to throw here down in the flat. And
just missed it. Yeah, it just sailed.
I don't know that that's going too far anyway, even if he completes that.
It's just one of those things where, again, the defense of this Mustang getting into the backfield and forcing a little hurried throw. And I don't know if it would have picked up anything, but had the reception been made, it would have been a one-on-one play because there was only one defender out there and give your guy a chance. But again, 3rd down and long for this Warrior team.
Yep, got to make a play here. 3rd down, and we'll call it 6. Olsen looking to throw out route, and it is incomplete. Looking for Thompson. I think deflected at the last second and broken up by Hoffines.
Yeah, good defensive play again. Hoffine not leaving his hip. Like he got called on that pass interference earlier in the second half. This time waiting on the ball and just wisely batting it away and forcing a 3 and out.
So the Warriors will have to punt. Got a Flynn Company score update. Cedar, of course, not in the region anymore. They're 3A South now, and they were one of the favorites to maybe win it.
Yeah, I mean,
they beat a couple 3A teams, and they block it. And it's going to be Crimson ball in the red zone.
It might have been, I think it was Dedrick Moore again. A batted pass and a block punt for Dedrick Moore.
He has been everywhere tonight. Holy smokes.
A couple of plays, special teams. Right there, yeah, it fooled out our camera. And again, Crimson Cliffs just getting penetration into that backfield, and Thompson was just a little slow.
Yeah, it'd be big-time play there, but Dedrick Moore and company there making that block, and now short porch to work with. They're already in the Red Rock Real Estate red zone, and Andresen going to quick pitch it to Holt. Holt in the round. Holt all the way to the boundary. They string it out. He'll pick up 3 or 4, depending on the spot here.
I like that, and we're starting to see a little variety here from the Mustangs. We had a quick option pitch. Now we've got a little inside pitch along the trying to string it out, get around the corner. I like that. Again, still maintaining that urgency. Again, guys are up, jogging back, getting back to the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
2nd down and 7. Andresen, one-on-one into the end zone, over the shoulder, caught Britton Phillips again. Touchdown Mustangs!
And again, this is simple single coverage. You've got a guy who's 6'4", 6'5", being defended by a guy who's maybe 5'10". There's nothing you do. You put the ball in the right place. Beautiful throw. Touchdown with room to spare.
And again, Andresen just laying it out there like he did on that 43-yarder. This one just a 14-yarder, but all of a sudden, Andresen to Phillips, that connection is in effect here, and it's 20-7. And here comes the PAT, again brought to you by Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Man, with that, again, looking at the stats, not counting that last play, you've got Britton Phillips now near or over the 100-yard mark in receiving and a couple of touchdowns.
Extra point is up and good, 21-7. Crimson has the lead, 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter when we come back on the Fan Sports Network.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Finley Subaru, House of John, Bucks Ace Hardware, and City of St. George Recreation.
Back here, largest lead of the night. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey, 21-7. Crimson leading Snow Canyon on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Wilkinson's, light it up, lights, fans, home decor, so much more. Unique place to shop over there at Wilkinson's, open to the public. Contractors, homeowners, all love to shop at Wilkinson's. I know my wife had some fun. About,
yeah.
I don't know, 10 or 12 years ago when we were building the house, she was over there getting the lighting and the fans and everything. And certainly have a great selection of great staff to help you out. Longtime great partner of local sports on the network. So just 22 seconds to touch back, and now from the 20, Parker Olsen and the Warriors can't really afford another 3 and out, now down by 14.
No, yeah, you've got to come back and put some points on the board. Clearly you want to score a touchdown, but you've got to be able to get down the field, limit your penalties, and you got to be able to get some momentum going.
Handoff, and it's Esplin, I think, with the carry, and they faked the guy in motion and then went to like a counter run, and it didn't do much, maybe a yard, and that was it. And that'll do it for quarter number 3. We'll step back aside. Message from our sponsors. 4th quarter coming up. Number 2 and number 3 to the 4th we go. Crimson leading 21-7 on the Fan Sports Network in our Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
On Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Today's game is brought to you by Honolulu Grill, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Everbowl, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. Warriors, final home game, barring a playoff home game. They honored their seniors, their senior players, their cheerleaders, and everything before the game. Yeah. Kind of a schedule that didn't really have a lot of home games. Really low was just 3 home games. Two region and 1 preseason home game.
Yeah, just kind of the quirkiness. And again, that happens from time to time, especially in football when you're only going to be playing. 10,
well, and everybody
11,
had to
games.
reschedule from Cedar League
and
to
then
the
you've
region.
got that. Yep, exactly.
Some got home, some couldn't get a home game.
Yep.
3-4 defense. Coach Wayne Alofopo moving the front around now. Olsen's going to dance around the pocket, and he's going down. He is sacked at the 10-yard line. They get to him. I think that's number 94, Tristan Payne, with the sack, if I'm not mistaken.
And again, Olsen you've got good coverage downfield, but you got to be able to get rid of it just a little quicker. And again, just a sack there. Just outstanding defense by Crimson.
You can see the 3 down linemen there, Payne and Stokes.
And again, this is what Crimson does. Again, you've got that 3-4 set, so you've got guys coming from different directions, delays, up the middle, around the end. And we've seen this for years from Coach Alofopo.
3rd down and long now. Olsen firing. Intercepted by the Mustangs. Here comes Langston. Langston weaving through traffic. He might score. Flag flies down. He's horse-collared down and dragged to the turf at the 6-yard line. But another big play by Lincoln Langston.
And again, the pass intended for number 5, Fa Sakai. It looked like he broke off the route. Like he didn't finish the route, or there was a it was just underthrown. And then Langston's just finding himself right in between the receiver and the quarterback, makes the play, and he's having a heck of a night.
Yeah, if he was supposed to run an in route, he kind of just ran a stop route.
Yeah, and again, it looked like a miscommunication.
I don't know that.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know.
Obviously, Olsen's under a little duress there. They're getting after him a little bit. And it's going to be post-interception penalty that's going to go against the Mustangs.
Yeah, on the return. That's the second block in the back we've seen tonight from the Mustangs.
But up 21-7, and they get it right back, and things starting to get away from Snow Canyon a little bit here tonight.
And Mustangs defense really, really putting the clamps on them here in this second half, minus that 1 touchdown possession. And a bad play.
And down goes Andresen. He is going to be sacked.
And miscommunication there. Andresen turned one way, and Van went the other way. Daly went the other way, and you can see Van telling him, we're running this one.
And take a look at our Holbrook
watch him. It just went the wrong way.
And Trayvon says, thank you very much.
Yep.
Trey got there first, then had some help to finally wrestle. Andresen is strong. It took a couple
he's
Warriors
a good-sized kid
to finish him off there. 2nd down and 16. A loss of 6 on the sack. That's the 4th sack of the night for the Warriors defensively. They came in tonight with just 3 on the season.
Yeah. It's been an outstanding defensive position or play by this Warrior defense. I've really been impressed. They just haven't been able to convert offensively. False start. Offsides.
They've been running.
Drayson able to get the defense to jump on that with a hard count.
We'll see if they go back to that left side. I mean, Riker Campbell, the left guard, Madden, Dougie Smith, the left tackle. See if they want to get Daly on that left side. They put that trips to the right side. They like to run to the boundary side here.
We've seen that several times tonight.
And they're going to throw here on 2nd down and 11. They're taking a shot one-on-one into the end zone. It's up in the air, and it is incomplete. nearly caught by Jackson Holt. He just couldn't bring it to the body.
And again, we saw this play work to perfection last week against Desert Hills. And same thing, Andresen trying to go to that corner, just couldn't quite drop it in. Couldn't quite get the hands on it. Just comes incomplete. I like the play call. I like going for it.
I like where Andresen is putting that ball. He's only putting where his guy can go make a grab.
Yep.
I mean, 2 perfect throws to Phillips. That was near perfect again.
Yeah, that was not a badly thrown play. Just couldn't quite get it.
Starting to take some shots. We'll see if they do it again. No, they'll set up a wide receiver screen to Holt. Holt weaving up the middle, has some room. Down to the outside, and Holt, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs running wild here at Crimson in the second half. 27-7 PAT pending.
Again, that's just a fantastic play. And again, Holt able to pick his lanes. Thanks again to outstanding blocking. You're going to see number 77, Ibsen, just get right out there and just create those lanes. He's got his teammates leading the way, and it's just easy. Just a great play call.
Andresen's 3rd touchdown pass of the night, first to Holt. This one goes for 25 yards and the score. So the last 3 touchdowns for Mustangs, a 43, a 14, and now a 25-yard touchdown. Andresen's starting to stack up the TDs tonight.
And again, the explosive plays have really come in the favor of the Mustangs in this second half. And Riker, Campbell, Ibsen leading the way on that offensive line. And again, Coach Stokes just making the plays, and the boys have been executing.
Extra point is up and good. 28-7. Warriors need a rally, and they got to do it quick if they're going to come back in this game. Just 9:58 in the fourth quarter left, down by 21 when we come back.
Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Asphalt. It's not something we often think about, but we all use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt knows how vital good roads are for our communities. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by an incredible 67%. This means your pavement assets last significantly longer and cost less to own. Holbrook Asphalt. World-class pavement preservation right here in southern Utah. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. T. Andresen dropping dimes to Phillips, and the last one to Holt, 28-7. Squibbit up back and returnable from the 10. Here comes, is that Lounsbury? Lounsbury going to be taken down shy of the 25. There is a penalty on the play. Do have a Flynn Companies update from over at Pineview. This game also streaming on the Fan Sports Network YouTube page, KSLSports.com. Kick return for a TD for the Tigers, and it's 24-21 right now. Panthers have the lead, but Hurricane will not go away. That one a 3-point game in the second half. We'll keep you posted. Thank you, Flynn Companies, our Region 9 score update sponsor this year. New sponsor with us, Flynn Group of Companies. They've got you covered. Visit flynncompanies.com to learn what they can do for your building or business.
An illegal block in the back on the return was that penalty. And also just hearing at halftime, Dixie leading Desert Hills 10-7.
10-7 over there. Yeah, there was a deflection on a score late for the Thunder that cut into that 10-0 lead to make that a one-possession game.
Yep.
So all 3 games were one possession at the half.
Yeah, and last week we had 3 blowouts essentially last week, and now we've had these close games up until now here.
Oh, and Olsen taking a shot, one-on-one. Sakai, and he brought it in. He brought it in down at the Crimson 40-yard line. How do you make that catch?
And again, this is the first time we've seen Olsen be able to put it on the money. The previous times he's gone deep, it's been just a hair underthrown or the timing off. But this time able to step all the way forward, get his hips around, put that ball up in the air.
And he bobbled it, but he kept it off the turf.
Came down with it.
And that was great coverage and another tight throw by the quarterback. He was like almost just right there where he could touch his hip. That had to be perfect.
Yeah, solid play, solid receiver right there. Again, this might be able to ignite something. We still got time.
Pressure coming, flushing out of the pocket, looking. Now he's going to tuck and he's going to run. He's going to have a good run out there to the 31-yard line. It's going to be just shy of a first down and pick up a 9, I believe. And hey, no flags on the play.
Yeah, I like this decision. You can see it kind of takes him a little bit. He's hesitating, eyes down the field, love it, but now go. And just that little hesitation, maybe still could have gotten the first down, but still, that's a good run. I like that decision there by Olsen.
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. They're going to pick up a 10.
They did give it to him, yeah.
So it's a Fabulous Freddy's first down. I agree. Good decision there. Kept his eyes downfield. Nobody was open, so he got a pick up a 10. Now hand it off. Here's Lounsbury shooting through a crease. Lounsbury down inside the 25, knocking on the Red Rock Real Estate red zone, and that'll be a gain of 8. Red Rock Real Estate from raw land, where you can build your dream home or houses for sale right now. Take a look, redrockrealestate.com. They also do their vacation rentals. So if you have friends and family, you need a family reunion, or you got a big party or something, you can check out their rentals. And, of course, they also do property management. So they got you covered over there at Red Rock Real Estate. They go empty. Lounsbury goes in motion. Olsen looking to throw, taking a shot into the end zone.
Open.
He's wide open. Touchdown. Touchdown. Warriors. A beautiful throw. And Milo Wentz brings it in from 23 yards out. And the Warriors strike quickly.
No, that's a fantastic play. And, again, Entz just right up the seam. And the safeties kind of just parted. Nobody, miscommunication. Not exactly sure what happened. But you're going to see him just come right from the near side underneath the camera angle. And again, you've got a safety cornerback. Yeah, miscommunication is what I'm guessing there, as they just turned and looked at each other like, I thought you had him. No, you had him. And the Warriors able to capitalize. And we got a ball game.
Yeah, it looked like just a post from the near slot.
Yeah.
Right down the middle, and nobody was back there. And he throws a perfect pass to it. Sometimes those wide open guys.
You get a little nervous.
Yeah, you got to just feather it in there. And Olsen, I like what I see out of this guy. Another touchdown, and all of a sudden, the big score dessert compliments of Holbrook Asphalt is in effect. Fans, you win. If you're listening on radio, you can head over anytime till they close tonight. They're open late till 11 o'clock. It's the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert. You buy one, you get your favorite toppings all loaded up on your favorite ice cream or custard over there. And then I like the plain tart. I like to get some strawberries on it, and then a couple of those cheesecake cubes.
Oh, yeah.
And so you get that, and it's 6-7 ounces. The next 6-7 ounces, whatever it weighs, is absolutely free. Holbrook Asphalt is paying for it. Thank you, Holbrook Asphalt, the leaders in HA5 and asphalt preservation. Work with a lot of schools and governments and HOAs to make that asphalt last a lot longer.
And they give shout out to Holbrook. We got a lot of great sponsors, but Holbrook has been phenomenal for a number of years.
Yep,
for all Region 9 schools, all Region 9 sports.
Schools, yeah, 100%.
Yep.
So the lead is cut in half, 28-14.
And again, the drive I like there, the two characters, both those throws, Olsen had time. Whether it was set up by a run, whether you had your offense, set up in a little squib, maybe attempt onside. Easily recovered by the Mustangs. But again, Devin, when we've seen Parker Olsen have time, he's been able to make plays against this defense.
And the best thing about that is it only took about a minute 39 off the clock between where Crimson went up 28-7 and Snow Canyon responded. So now if they can get a 3-and-out, they have all their timeouts left. They might be able to score again and make this real interesting.
I'm curious about that kickoff. I would have expected maybe going deep again, giving your defense a chance to get the 3-and-out. I mean, maybe playing off that onside. I was a little surprised by that this early on, but
run up the middle, and Van Daly hit from the outside and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Second down and 10. But they are, because of the kickoff, at the 46-yard line. So great field position.
And now Crimson's going to slow down. Let's run the clock. Let the clock be our friend.
Yep. Under 8 to play.
Yeah, try to shorten the game a little bit.
On the Nets on Fire clock. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the course. And Daly going to bounce to the outside. Turn, runs north-south. Gets to midfield. Met and drop there. It's a pickup of 4. So 3rd and 6. They'll snap this one right at the 7-minute mark here. Snow Canyon going to save their timeouts, but they definitely need to force a punt. And even if you get 4 or 5, you might need 2 stops, 2 plays in a row here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on what happens on this play, but don't count Andy Stokes out on going for it. I asked Coach Stokes before the game, I said, I love the trickeration, anything up the sleeve. He said, if it presents itself, we got some in the,
that sounds like Coach
in the
Stokes.
playback, playbook.
Sounds like
They'll
it.
run it. Shaw dropped for a loss. He is dropped for a loss of 5 back to the 45-yard line, and now you probably have to punt the football.
And again, Antonio Reyes just coming right through the crowd, just picture perfect, wrapping him around the hips and bringing him down.
Yeah, and sometimes, not all dealer collision big hits are square, but that is a really good
that was
tackle.
textbook. That was textbook. Again, Shaw trying to wiggle his way out to the outside, and you get that stop. 6.5 minutes, you give your offense a chance.
Dealer collision, our big hit sponsor. That was a big hit at a good time for the Warriors defense. From minor accidents to major accidents, they can put your car back together. See why so many
shanked it
choose
again.
Dealer collision center. Yeah, that is off the side of the foot. That is going to, where are they going to mark this, Ryan?
That was a 14-yard punt.
Oh, my goodness.
Right at the 45 is what it looks like.
That is an inopportune time. And Snow Canyon all of a sudden looks up. They got 6:26 on the clock. They got all their timeouts, and they're down by 14, but they're going to start this drive at their own 45.
Yeah, and again, right now, it's going to come on young Parker Olson's shoulders. And again, you don't want to force the issue. You've got time. You want to just string some completions, stack those completions, stack the runs. You don't need to get a home run right off the bat.
1st and 10 Warriors. Olson going to throw. Stokes comes off the edge. He flushes to the left. He's going to tuck and run. A flag down on the play.
Yeah,
he's going to get it down to the 41-yard line, but we hold everything. Looks like it's a hold on the Warriors.
Yeah, Stokes exploded off the snap of the ball. And,
if it's a spot foul now in high school, so that hold, it's going to be about a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, plus
penalty.
the 10.
Yep.
And they call that on the Warriors.
And again, Olson maybe had a second before Stokes was in the backfield on that. Just a fantastic play there by Major Stokes to force it.
There's a reason why so many colleges are looking at that.
Oh,
he fires off the ball.
And for his size and a sophomore, it's going to be so fun to watch him over the next several years.
And he's putting pressure again, but they throw it. Thompson caught it. Another flag down. Uh-oh. Thompson's going to get about 11, maybe 12, back to the original line of scrimmage, but the flag from our referee again on the field, and looks like a repeat, probably in the vicinity of another hold. Or a personal foul, roughing the passer, and that's what it is. Okay, so roughing the passer, I didn't see it. I was watching the ball. I didn't see that late hit, Ryan.
Nah,
we'll see it on the replay, though.
On the replay here.
Right up the middle
right
is Strickland.
Yep.
Yeah, Strickland.
Yeah, right up, just put his shoulder right into it. And that,
it looked like he kind of tried to turn away. He didn't deliver all the force.
No, he didn't
land on him, but there was contact.
Yeah, there was contact. And again, that's the rule. The first roughing the passer we had when he was rolling out, I didn't like that play. That play, I see what the official's seeing, and it's just an untimely penalty for the Mustangs. But for the Warriors, man, you couldn't ask for anything better.
So at the 39, 1st and 10, and running up the middle, Olson, flags everywhere, and he's going to be tackled down inside the 30 at about the 27, but the flag fest continues to be.
Yeah, I'm curious if this is going to be offsetting penalties, because I saw a couple of things. I saw a potential hold, and I saw a pancake. I'm trying to see here.
Right there.
Yeah.
The defender actually throws the offensive lineman down.
Yeah, right there.
But right here, you got jerseys grabbing all over the place.
It's hard. And that's why I say I'm wondering if it's offsetting. We'll see. We got a personal foul.
Yeah, I think they saw both of them. I think there was a hold and then the pull down.
Yep, both. So they're offset. Yep.
So it does wipe away an 11-yard gain.
I saw all that. I'm just like, where are they watching? What that was just one of those plays where you could have picked either one, and both officials, both flags.
Yep.
So I like the offset.
I wasn't sure if it was two. You caught it. Nice job.
I like the offset.
Crimson 299 yards of offense. Snow Canyon 263 right now. We're in crunch time. 28-14. Warriors trailing with the football. Throw it out in the flat. Caught. Lounsbury dropped at the 39.
Maybe a gain of 2 yards.
They're going to mark him down to 36. Not 37.
There you go.
They give him 3. Olson, no huddle. In the backfield, Lounsbury to his left. Trips to the far side of the field. Do they go to Thompson here? No, they go to the single receiver side on an out route. It's caught. Beautiful job. And the catch is made. First time we've seen Cam Hill catch a pass tonight. Where's he been? They finally got him a look.
And Hill he's been pretty involved throughout the season. Nothing major, but
2 weeks ago at Desert Hills, he had a bomb for a touchdown.
Yes, yeah, but for tonight, that's a big conversion right there. And again, keep the sticks moving for the Warriors.
Coming up, the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show, but not done yet. 5:02 to go. Warriors trying to cut it to a one-possession game. Over the middle, open, Lounsbury out of the backfield. Makes a man miss, makes another man miss. Gets a little shove down inside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 Warriors.
And again, that designed little sneak out here. You're going to see Lounsbury kind of hold his position and then just roll right through that offensive line. Find it in the soft spot. And able to make a couple of guys miss and still churn the legs, pick up a yard or two. A little push there on the backside.
Yeah, Hank West says, let me give you a little
I'll give you a little help.
Olsen looking to throw over the middle, and it is caught inside the 5, down to about the 4. 1st and goal Warriors. They'll move the chains. 4:36 to go when they resume play. They're going to wind the clock once they get the marker set.
Yep, and again, Snow Canyon hurrying. Again, got to get that ball going, got to get the clock. Now the clock starts to become an issue. We're coming up under 4 minutes.
Here's Olsen. They're going to run it. Off the left side, into the end zone. Did he break the play to the goal? No, I don't think he did. A gain of 1. Esplin could not score, and that's going to burn a little bit of clock.
Yeah, and Entz came in and was able to wrap around his ankles and just keep him from getting in. You can see Entz coming down and going low right there and just able to catch him from going in and breaking the plane.
Nate Entz, senior, had to sit behind McKay Wright, who was Mr. Everything, winning state championships in football and baseball. I think he ended up with 5 rings, graduated last year. He had to wait till his senior year, and now Ince is one of the stars and the middle linebacker of the Mustangs. We got a timeout, and we'll take it. Just a quick break, and we'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. 28-14, but Warriors knocking on the door.
Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
Welcome back. Our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Making your house more like home for over 50 years by Smart Buy at the Boulevard. 4:09 to go. Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey, Dusty Allen, our video producer tonight. Nathan Nelson back in the Findlay studios. Monix running the camera, getting all the shots tonight. And we have an injured player down, and I can't see who it is, and they're on the sideline, but it's not far enough off the sideline. I don't know if it's an official or a player. Mike Esplin is over there intently looking down, and so we do have just a moment here, and I can't see what's going on down there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, and it's almost like it came off during the timeouts. You couldn't quite see.
Yeah,
and you got players on their knees.
Gives us a chance to thank Kabuto Sushi and Ramen Bar and the Stretch Lab. You want to go try the Stretch Lab? $39. Mention code word radio at the Stretch Lab. And I can't. It is a.
Oh, it's a cameraman.
It's the
yeah.
Oh, it's one of the camera people.
It's it.
I can't tell, Ryan. Want to thank some of our other great sponsors: Buck's Ace Hardware, Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Friday night, go get you some Handel's Homemade Ice Cream at that new location over there next to the new Sprouts in the River Crossing. Indoor, outdoor seating. Anytime's a good time for Handel's Homemade Ice Cream.
Yeah, that might. I don't want to say what's wrong. It might have been. It's a member of the media, and
I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate.
I don't either because I worry who it is, but I don't want to say anything.
Let's take a break.
Take a timeout.
We'll check on it. 30-second timeout, injury timeout down on the field. We'll be right back.
Bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
So it was an injured Warrior just off the sideline there, and not putting a lot of weight there, getting some help from the staff there. I think it's Cam Hill, Ryan.
Yeah,
wide receiver who just made a nice catch a couple plays ago.
Yeah, so it might have just been rolled up on as he came off that. We didn't see it. It was kind of near the near side of the sideline, and they called timeout. And
they're winding the clock, so the Warriors got to go quick here.
Yep, back to play.
Approaching 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Warriors trying to score in the red zone. Punch it in, run off the left side. Touchdown, Snow Canyon. Mr. Esplin gives a little Mr. Miyagi bow there.
There you go. Love it. Again, Kale just kind of picking his way through, very patient, just lowering the shoulder, protecting the ball. And again, give the little bow at the very end. Love it.
Yeah, there you go.
And we got a one-score game.
1 yard touchdown plunge and into the end zone. Very important PAT now to cut it to 7 here. And all red on. He's been automatic all year long, and he is again. 28-21. Snow Canyon, 14 unanswered.
Plans for 2, 8.
This game is far from over now with 4 minutes to go.
Plenty of time throwing timeouts. And again, it's going to come up on the Warriors' defense. Can they get the stop when they needed it, or when they do need it? And that's right now. And you don't have to come in there and do anything outside of your abilities. Just trust each other, execute your play, make your tackles, keep your guy in front of you, and you don't need to go outlandish or do anything. And just make sure you do what you do and be ready for it. Again, I clear, back to that onside kick. It worked out in the favor.
Right.
But again, right now, I would totally, you're going to kick it deep. You're not going to mess with that. You're going to give your defense a time. You're going to take your timeouts.
Do you onside kick it? No. You tempted to, though?
No, not after that. Had they not done it that previous kickoff, yes, I think you go for it. You give your defense a chance. But right now, I'd be surprised. But again, right now, Crimson is lining up ready for it.
Devin Dixon, Ryan Forsey. It's our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. We're here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth, and let's get you back to the action and see what the Warriors decide to do.
Got the hands team out there for the Mustangs.
I think with all your timeouts, though, you're okay to go ahead and let your defense try to force a 3 and out. They are going to kick a long loft and caught and kneeled down at the 37-yard line. Catch made by, number 35 of the Mustangs. That is Tyler Phillips, who's a past Mountain Mike's Mountain Mover Award recipient. He's a senior. Special teams guy making a special teams play right there.
I like that better than trying to squib it on the ground. Trying to catch him. And again, it's just kind of a timing. It kicked it a little too deep for your defense. Your special teams get there.
That catch, but again, when it bounces, it could have went anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
But I like that. I like the attempt instead of just trying to squib it right across the midfield. So
3 backs in the backfield, and they'll give it to Daly. Daly going to be tackled from the backside, and he'll get to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 3. They have done a pretty nice job on the ground tonight. I mean, Daly's obviously got a nice night going right there at the century mark. They got 131 rushing yards to the Mustangs, but this is a good running team, and the Warriors have done a pretty admirable job in that department.
They've been able to hold serve against the run. It's really been the pass that's gotten them in trouble in the second half. Britton Phillips showing up and catching touchdown after touchdown.
And the penalties have hurt both teams, 7 for 110 and 11.
The Warriors loading the box.
And there's a TFL, and down goes the running back in the backfield. It's a loss of 6, maybe 7 there.
And again, you can see the box. Everybody's loading up. They come right up the middle. Trying to see who that was.
Number 25, that is Mr. Caleb Greenwood.
And a timeout called. So, again, 3 minutes.
That's their first charge timeout, correct?
I believe so. Second timeout.
3rd and 13 now. And we'll take a quick timeout brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Back for the finish, 28-21. Mustangs leading, but they need to try to convert and keep burning some clock when we come back.
Bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey, we're back, everybody. Thank you to Wilkinson's, one of our great sponsors on the Wilkinson scoreboard, 28-21. Big play here, Ryan.
Yeah.
Warrior fans know they need to stop. Mustang fans would feel a little bit more comfortable if they could get 13, 14 yards.
Yeah. Now, look at the line. They're showing like a blitz. Do you bring pressure? I like
they're
it.
Coming.
Here they come.
Andreessen going to roll out, looking to throw. He's got nobody open. He just has to throw it away, and it's incomplete, and they're going to have to punt the football back. Snow Canyon's defense has held serve.
What a play by this defensive line. I'm watching that far sideline. There was a collision with players and personnel, and I'm waiting. The officials are over there. I'm curious if there's a flag, but watch this pursuit. Again, on the defensive line, Andreessen didn't have a chance, trying to make something of nothing. Dragged down, took out one of the officials, but he looks to be okay. So, again, a quick 3 and out, and the Warriors are going to have the ball with 3 minutes left, and I believe 1 timeout left.
Yeah, this thing just got interesting. This has been a heck of an effort. The fight of the Warriors here at home tonight to get back and give their offense another chance here. They've scored 14 unanswered. They've forced a couple 3-and-outs in a row. They're going to have to go a long way.
Yeah.
A good punt that's going to pin
really
them back inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was a solid punt. Again, away from the receiver, kind of wobbly, but takes a bounce for the Mustangs and essentially right on the 21-yard line, it looks like. Yeah.
But Parker
21-22.
Olsen has been moving the football.
Well, again, we've seen the run game for the Warriors has done enough this second half. The difference has been it's done enough to allow play action, to allow Olsen for the RPO to stand in that pocket, and he's made the decisions under pressure, whether to throw or run, and move the chains. And again, you don't have to hit a home run, just stack play after play. You've got time.
So a 3-and-out, and here comes Olsen firing underneath. It's caught. A little spin move right there past the line to gain. It's an 11-yard fabulous Freddy's.
First down, and again, just a designed rollout. You clear the defense out with your receivers, and again, just send him out from the backfield. It's hard to see the green on black, who that was. But again, a first down, 22. Cale Esplin.
Yeah. And another one over there, and that one's going to be a short gain and stays in bounds. Warriors probably need to start working the boundary a little bit. They'll give them forward momentum. It's a gain of 3, maybe 4.
And a quick timeout by Coach Esplin.
Yeah. 4 minutes to go over at Desert Hills. Desert Hills just scored a touchdown.
Ooh.
Andreessen had a long catch and run for a touchdown, and Desert Hills leads Dixie now 14-10. And there's about 4 minutes to go in that game.
How can you not enjoy Region 9? Yeah, I mean, you get a bunch of blowouts, just fireworks last week, and then this week it is just, one-score games, field goal. Do we have an update on Pineview Hurricane?
Last score update there was still 24-21, Panthers by 3. I haven't heard anything since then. We'll have to check on that.
And this game has been on fast forward. We are way ahead of those games as far as time-wise.
Yeah, 2:33 left to go. Snow Canyon, 2nd down and 6 after that's their final timeout.
And that's what I thought. I was just going to say, was that their final timeout? So now you got to work the sideline. Now you've got to be looking to go exclusively to the pass. And if it is a run or if it is a scramble by Olsen, you've got to get back to the line of scrimmage and move.
They could have one left. I'm not 100% sure. Cam Hill is on the sideline with his pads off. He's done for the night. And Olsen's looking to take a shot. He's going to air it out, going deep into coverage. Justin back, making the catch. No, incomplete. No. Thought for a second he might have made the grab, but it falls to the turf.
Just a little underthrown. There was some hand play between defensive back, receiver. Hard to tell from our vantage point, clear on the opposite side of the field. But again, just a little underthrown. If Olsen just gets that off a half second earlier or able to get a little bit more lift in it, might have been on the money. I don't know. Hard to tell. But again, you got to get back to the line, and we're snapping the ball. 3rd down for the Warriors.
3rd and 6 from their own 37. Olsen in trouble. Flags fly. Going to run. And he's going to get the first down momentarily as we await another penalty flag. The Warriors have been flagged for 11 on the night already. 10 penalties. We had 18 penalties total. for 212 yards of penalties in this game tonight.
Yeah, and again, this is
holding on the Warriors.
Yeah, this is holding on the Warriors. I know
you can hear the boobers.
Yeah, the home crowd doesn't like it, but it was pretty obvious. As soon as he started to scramble, you see on the top of your screen, again, 72 up there, and right there, right there, yeah. He just didn't release as Parker started to scramble. And again, that's
3rd and 6. Now you're 3rd and long. You're 3rd and 16, almost 17 here.
Again, right now, you just got to pick positive yardage.
Oh, blitz comes. Olsen checks it down. Caught by Lounsbury. Racing. He spins back inside, and he gets to the 36, so he's going to pick up almost 10, and now it's going to be 4th down. The clock will continue to tick. No, they had one more timeout.
Okay,
Esplin's taking his last timeout.
That was our question, is did they have one more?
1:55 to go in the 4th quarter. Crimson leading over Snow Canyon on the Wilkinson scoreboard, 28-21. Final charge timeout to Snow Canyon. I was thinking that the injury timeout, I don't think they tagged that on Snow Canyon, so I was thinking they might have one in their pocket.
Yeah, because we did not see that injury until late, so that is entirely possible, yeah.
We'll keep it right here. The game is on the line, essentially, and you're not punting the football because you're out of timeouts. You have to keep possession. Even though there's 2:55, they're going to add some time back on the clock, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like
maybe a few seconds, maybe.
Yeah, it was hard to tell kind of what
seconds.
the official was signaling. It looks like he's signaling 2:05. No, 1:57
or 58.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to put a couple seconds back on.
So again, here, this is most likely the game here on this 4th down. And if you're the Warriors, you don't need to do anything extravagant, but you've got to go to a play that you're confident with, that your players are confident with, and you've just got to pick up the 1st down. And you got it. If you're throwing it, your receivers got to know where the marker's at. And look for Thompson right here down at the bottom of your screen.
Got to get to the 43. Throw over the middle. Thompson caught. 1st down, Warriors to midfield. It was a little slant route down the hash, and Thompson on a perfect throw from Olsen brings it in, and it's midfield, 1st and 10 Warriors. Huge 4th down conversion. They go quick. Trips to the far sideline. Thompson, the single receiver. He's still looking for the play. They're going to spike it. That's why he's looking.
That's why he was looking. Yeah.
I was like, he's not looking. He's not set, but he knew they were going to spike it.
No, and that was a superb route run by Thompson because he just came off. He came off hard, hesitated, and then angled on that inside.
And a penalty flag against the Mustangs.
Wow. Oh, a false start? Or offsides. Excuse me.
Yes, I don't know if somebody's lined up in the neutral zone.
That might have been. That might have been it.
5 yards. Another penalty. This one hurts the Mustangs. So the ball at the 45 of Crimson. Everybody catches their breath.
Yeah, and the official coming over to explain what was happening.
Offsides. 1:44 to go.
Huge 1st down conversion, and then tack on an extra 5 yards.
Well, instead of spiking it and losing the down, you're now 1st and 5. So now you can run whatever you want, and you've caught your breath.
Yeah.
Olsen going to throw. Pressure coming. Steps up. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. Yep. And that's not the worst thing in the world.
No.
2nd down and 5. And you can stop the clock, and it only ran off like 4 seconds.
Yeah, you can live with those incompletions. And again, if I'm Coach Espel, I'm just reminding my quarterback, we don't have to pick up 20, 30 yards. Let's just keep stacking. We got time. We've got time. If we're working the sidelines, get out of bounds. It's when those plays stay in bounds that we've got to be ready to move up. Again, this is where players are made. We've got a young quarterback, both sides.
And Olsen's got to try to come up with a game-tying drive here. He's sacked. He got him around the legs. Another play by Titan Payne. That was the sophomore Butler, wasn't it?
That was huge, right around the ankle, shoestring tackle. Otherwise, Olsen probably would have gone for at least 7-8 yards and out of bounds. The clock keeps running, and now we've got to read it. We got a 3rd down and 9. What a play.
Olsen looking to throw. 3rd and 9. Pressure comes. He's hit. He escapes. He's going to roll out to the left. He throws on the run. He's got a receiver. It's caught. It's caught. Can he get out of bounds?
Still in bounds. So it'll stop momentarily
stop the clock to move
for the first down, for the change. So you got to get up to the line of scrimmage and be ready to go.
26 completions tonight. After that one, he's going to be about 284 yards. Olsen could go over 300.
Clock has started.
Under a minute to play. Warriors down at the Crimson 34-yard line. They go empty. Lounsbury goes in motion. Olsen's going to step up, throws across the middle. Caught down there at the 16. They got to go quick. They'll stop it for the chains. 43.8 when the referee winds it. He's watching the chain gang. And now they wind the clock and they spike the football. 2nd down and 10, 40 seconds left on the clock. Crimson leading 28-21, but Snow Canyon threatening in a big way.
Again, Parker Olsen, the escape artist. We talked about this earlier, keeping his eyes downfield.
Did he yank his leg out of a would-be tackle?
He pulled his leg out. And again, that pass was inches over the defensive back's hands. And then again, a strike right down the middle. And right now, because of that spike, I wouldn't be surprised to see Crimson bring the pressure on this.
Olsen 275 through the air now, looking for more. 2nd down and 10. Pressure coming. He is going to have to throw it away.
Get rid of it. Maybe grounding.
Is there a receiver in the vicinity? If this is grounding, it's a loss of down.
And you see the Mustang coaches screaming for the clock to run.
They got the flag.
And again, the Mustang coaches, all of them, I think were out on the field, swinging their arms to keep the clock running.
And this
got an injured player.
It's going to be a loss of down grounding. This is going to really put the Warriors in a bind here. And they're going to have to probably start taking some shots at the end zone.
Yeah. And we've got an injured player. It looks like maybe a cramp, maybe just cramping. It's hard to tell.
They're stretching that leg, it looks like, over there at about the 16, 17-yard line. I can't tell who it is. It's Hoffines or Strickland. It's Bryce Strickland. Who's the Strickland family. Shout out to them. They're always in full force, coming to support him.
Again, our official conversing right now with the coaches over at the Mustang sideline.
I don't know if we can see that again, Dusty. I don't think there was a receiver, unless there was a back. You got out on the outside.
So he runs.
He kind of is running an in route.
And that's when he throws it. Yeah,
there is nobody.
Yep.
Nobody
within.
There are 3 linemen in that.
And that's not. Yeah,
and I don't think it gets past.
But watch. Was it Lounsbury? You got to watch it. He just kind of sneak. Oh, I'll just sneak. Yeah, I was up here. He's trying to say I was in the area.
No,
not going to work.
So that is going to. Have they signaled it yet? They backed him up though. 2nd down.
I mean, it's got to be grounding.
Yeah,
I don't
they've
think
already.
Any
Here comes the official signal. They've already spotted the ball.
Yeah.
Busy. The crew has been busy tonight. We don't have a referee mic'd up.
Oh, they just warned the Snow Canyon the sideline. They just warned the sideline.
Okay. I mean, if it happens again, there's only 32 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Now Coach Esplin's out on the numbers, and then the side judges come out, and the officials are conferring here. We catch our breath. Parker Olsen trying to work some magic. 27 of 41 tonight, 293 yards passing for the junior quarterback.
And I mean, an outstanding second half for Olsen. I mean, he
only had 67 yards at the half.
No, he has been able to find a rhythm, and they've been able to make things work. And again, it hasn't always been pretty, but again, they've been able to take advantage of what the defense has given him. And a lot of it has come on his escapability.
Yeah.
Being able to extend plays, whether he's running or whether he's been making a throw on the run. So again, Parker Olsen he's the real deal, man.
32 seconds to go, but it's 3rd and long here. They can get a first down inside the 8-yard line. Looking, throwing, over the middle. It's caught by Thompson. Thompson's going to be taken down about the 16-yard line.
Clock will not stop.
It's 4th down. 19 seconds till you got to run a play. You can't spike it here. It's 4th down. You got to get it down to the 8. There's only 12 seconds. They got a chance to win
Last
it here.
play,
You got to go to the end zone.
8
seconds. Pressure comes. Olsen rolling, throwing on the run into the crowd. It's incomplete. Game over. Crimson's going to win with 1 kneel down. There's no flags on the play, is there?
No, that's what I was watching for.
No flags.
Is into a host of defenders, and you have the coaches wanting flags, wanting pass interference, but no, just a clean defensive stop.
And the Mustangs are going to come into Snow Canyon and escape there.
Wow.
28-21. Now, there is 1.7 seconds. So they're going to kneel on it and game over.
Yeah.
What an ending here tonight, Ryan.
Just incredible. I mean, I don't know if we can see that final play Again, Olsen extending it, coming to the near side.
Stokes might have got held.
Yeah.
They let go just in time.
But again, just kind of tossing it up. You've got 3-2 defenders. No, that's a jump ball. That's a good no call.
Yeah, you just threw it too high.
Yeah, again,
just overshot him.
Trying to get it to Thompson. He's got the height, but he just couldn't come down with it.
And they'll kneel down, victory formation, and game is over. The final on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, 28-21. Crimson got to feel real good, dodging a heck of an effort of a comeback tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah, really impressed with the Warriors and what they were able to do, but again, just too little, too late. And for the Mustangs, man, again, you come away with a road victory like this. Region, you got the top 2 teams in the region, top 2 teams in 4A, 2 of the 3 teams in 4A. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better outside of maybe the penalties. And for Coach Esplin, that's going to probably be his nightmare talking about that. But just an outstanding second half of play, quarterback play, defensive play, special teams play. They had a little bit of it all tonight.
Into the end zone, the throw into the end zone, double coverage, nobody there, and it is a final 28-21.
Yeah.
We will fire up the post-game report when we come back, presented by Johnson Pediatric. They're shaking hands. Again, Crimson 28, Snow Canyon 21, in a good old-fashioned Region 9 showdown here tonight. Stick around, lots to get to, highlight stats, scores from around the region. We'll put a bow on the night for you when we come back.
Sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
And we're back, everybody, and we'll clean it all up for you, just like Dr. Cody at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, longtime post-game sponsor. Appreciate Dr. Cody and his staff. Make your kids feel right at home with all your dental needs, the exam, the x-ray, and the cleaning. One low price, just $99 with that new patient special. I'm Devin Dixon. I'm with Ryan Forrest. It's been fun to call the game tonight. We got a good one tonight, didn't we?
No, yeah, we did. I mean, we were a little worried at halftime, but man, things came out that second half. No, and again, this is what we expect from Region 9. Last week, again, blowout after blowout. This week, we've just got games all within field goals, 1 touchdown, 1 score. And we had a little bit of it all tonight. So this was a fantastic game. And again, you want to come away with a win if you're the Warriors, but given the way their season is gone, you got to come away with your head held high, especially after that second half effort.
If you joined us late, welcome in. You missed a good first half if you like defense.
Yes.
But you caught a lot of offense in the second half. I mean, it was 7-0.
Yeah.
7-0 at the break.
And both quarterbacks throwing within double digits of yards, like 50, 60 yards apiece. I mean, it was just a switch flipped on. And honestly, it started with Britton Phillips.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about maybe the run game dominating for the Mustangs, and they came out, and that's how they started. But really, then all of a sudden, Mr. Phillips showed up, and we had some beautiful pitch and catches from Andresen to Phillips.
I got to ask, is Britton a better football player or a basketball player? After what you saw tonight, it's maybe closer than you think.
I made that comment. I've seen Britton play a lot of basketball, and I like what he does, but basketball, everybody's tall. Football, when you've got that height and reach, that sets you apart. And I'm not going to say he's better at one or the other, but I like the difference that he brings on the football field with that height and with that reach. And he's a lot faster than you think.
Yeah, and
he's got some wheels.
And look, they lost Maddox and Malachi Alofopo last year to graduation. They got Jackson Holt back, but they needed some other guys at receiver to step up. And Holt's been sensational. Scored again tonight. Little spin move into the end zone.
That was a nice play.
Woo! In fact, Cade Shaw got the scoring started. If you join us late, about a 7-yard touchdown run, and that was it in the first quarter. All the way through the second quarter, we played scoreless football
up until that last defensive stance. Remember the batted ball by Diedrich at that last, and that was it. Yeah, I mean, it just was back and forth. Don't
get any other chances there. Like you said, late there, they're at the 2-yard line. They had 1 second put back on the clock after a timeout. And they throw it in the end zone, and it got swatted away. So we went to the half. And then Lounsbury came out and scored a nice touchdown run. And all of a sudden, this was a tie game. It was 7-7, but then that's where Britton Phillips took over. And if we have some of those highlights there, Dusty, from that second quarter, that Britton Phillips, the first one was a beautiful 43-yarder. And I'm telling you what, T. Andresen dropped a dime, and then he did it again to Britton Phillips for a 14-yarder, and that was another dime. I mean, just some great throws there. Andresen throws for 3 touchdowns today.
Yeah, and again, it was the variety of throws, and you don't see that a lot in the high school level where, and again, we've got some highlights, and again, with the fake punt.
This was the big
from
play.
Thompson. This was a big play to kind of give them another chance. But again, back to your point about those throws, is you have one that is kind of on a dart, on a line, just right into that as the defender's over him, and then the other one is over the top.
Yes.
And again, to make both those touch-type throws in a high school game for a first-year quarterback, that's pretty impressive.
It didn't throw it a lot. I think the stats I'm seeing right now, 11 for 18, 168 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, or 10 of 17, sorry. 10 of 17, 168 yards. But the 3 touchdowns definitely stands out. 2 to Britton Phillips. Another one goes to Jackson Holt. From 25 yards out. And all of a sudden you blink and it's 28-7. You're like, oh, man, Snow Canyon's got to rally, and they got to rally quick, but they did. In that fourth quarter, great composure for the junior quarterback, Parker Olson. Hit Milo in, so wide open down the middle of the field for a score.
Yep.
Cale Espin ran one in, after a 3-and-out. And then they got that ball back with only 1 timeout.
Yeah.
And they had to probably use that timeout a little earlier than they would have liked to, but they got all the way down near that red zone and just came up a little bit short.
Well, and again, if anything that Coach Esplin and his staff are going to go back and look at, it's going to be penalties, especially that last drive, because you had 3 holding penalties in a row, and neither team played ultra clean the second half, but when you're driving, you've got to be able to execute. You cannot put yourself into a hole, and the fact that they were able to kind of get into a position to where they even had a chance was really quite impressive. And again, but Olsen, like you said, the composure, again, taking what the defense gave him, again, whether he was scrambling or making a scramble to extend the play, to make the throw, really impressed with what he was able to put together to put his team and give him a chance at that last play.
Yeah, 28 of 44 for Olsen, 297 yards, 1 touchdown, did have the 2 interceptions. I think Langston had 1 and Hoffines had the other one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think so.
Good stuff there from him. Although 380 total yards for Snow Canyon. They outgained Crimson tonight, 297 total yards. So almost 400 total yards, and you still lost 20.
You still lost, And again, that goes to, you can build off of this. And again, we see coaches still talking to the Snow Canyon team. This is something where you can come away, you're disappointed, but hold your head high because you did a lot of good things. You clean up the penalties, you don't know. If you're the Mustangs, you did enough. And on the road in Region 9, that's all you can ask for. You come away with the win, you steal the win, you take it however you can get it, and then you move on to the next week. So, again, the Mustangs did enough. And, their defense is as advertised. Sonic and Knuckles, however you want to refer to them, with Sean and Daly.
That was the Langston interception
Yep.
right there. And good time for it. Obviously, that led to a score there for the Mustangs as they win at 28-21.
Yep.
Let's get some awards here inside our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back with a quick Region 9 recap of all the games, get you all the finals over there. I know Desert Hills Dixie has went final, waiting for a Pineview Hurricane final. All right, let's start with our star of the game, brought to you by Finley Subaru. Sure, both quarterbacks are nominees. We kind of highlighted them in the pregame show. Van Daly did his thing. Britton Phillips, 2 touchdowns. A lot of different directions you could go, but hard to ignore 3 touchdown passes and the precision of those touchdown passes by Tanawai Andresen.
Well, and you've got not only that you got Andresen, and again I agree with that, but you got Britton Phillips, who's now gone back-to-back weeks over 100 receiving yards, multiple touchdowns both 100%. Games. So I mean, that connection, whether you want to give it to one or the other or both,
that might be our AWP playmaker play of the game. That 43-yarder.
That was beautiful. It was a beautiful call.
Yeah,
beautiful call, beautiful catch.
Although you could go defense there at the end, knocking it away. Snow Canyon's throwing it in his own chance to maybe tie it or to win it with a walk-off 2-point conversion.
Yeah, there you go.
I couldn't even tell. It was double, triple coverage there on Isaiah Thompson at the end. But, I would go appliance wholesalers plus playmaker play of the game. That connection you're talking about. but I was super impressed. They got after T tonight.
No, they did.
And they sacked him 4 or 5 times, and he kept ticking.
Yep.
And he didn't throw a lot, but he was really efficient. 11 out of 17, 3 touchdowns, only the 1 turnover.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I like Andreessen as a star, and I like that connection for the playmaker because I thought Britton Phillips, that second half, those two really connected, created some synergy, and they were able to create that momentum.
If you were to go defensive, Major Stokes did his thing. Ensall was sensational.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Langston.
Yep, absolutely.
I thought Langston.
Absolutely.
If you want a Finley Subaru started the game defensively for Crimson, I would go with Langston tonight. I thought he really popped.
It was right from the get-go. I mean, he was making tackles, making plays. And
Lincoln Langston, great performance. So thank you to Finley Subaru. Go see the All-Star lineup. You need a new Subaru, go check it out. I know the 26s are going to be rolling in. They're clearing out the 25, some great deals, low interest rates. Go take a test drive over there at Finley Subaru. And, of course, if you need an appliance, the guys got you covered. They're big sports fans over there. Shop local and save. You can buy direct from the distributor. You can go to the box stores and wander the aisles, or you can go right into AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. And Shane and Jesse and all the staff there are going to take really good care of you, and they're going to take care of you start to finish. You ever need anything, they got you covered over there. From water softeners, dishwashers, appliances, they've got you. I got the cool Pebble ice maker. My kids.
Oh my gosh! Don't bring that up.
Time.
My wife is begging. She's still begging. I got to get one.
Christmas, baby. Christmas.
There you go.
Jersey Mike sub of the game. Anything come to mind there for you? I mean, starters kind of shine.
Your starters kind of shine. I liked what Entz did for the Warriors. Lounsbury, again,
they're starters though.
They're all starters, so it's hard to say.
Trying to think of who came in off the bench. I couldn't tell who came in. One guy that really did a nice job tonight was Fall Sakai.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
And I don't know that he starts all the time. He's in a lot of packages.
No, but he had some big plays.
Some nice catches
he had that
tonight.
Catch right down the sideline. No, I like that.
Yeah.
Again, and both teams, after that, especially after the first half, both teams were tempo. So, I mean, it was quick. I mean, we did not have many huddles. Even after timeouts, they were already lined up. So, finding a sub, I like Sakai. I like that.
Yeah, because it's usually, it's Beathers and it's Lounsbury and it's Esplin and it's Isaiah Thompson, and he's kind of that other receiver. Yeah. And I thought he had definitely had an impact on this game. So let's go with Fall.
Yep, I like that.
Sakai as our Jersey Mike sub of the game, a sub above the rest. 28-21 the final score. Crimson going to probably stay number 2, but close the gap a little bit with Ridgeline for maybe that number 1 seed. If Ridgeline ever has a bump in the road, Crimson's got a chance to go undefeated in region. They're the only team to get to 3-0. And Snow Canyon drops to 2-1 with the loss tonight. I think they're going to be fine, though. This is still a good football team. You played Crimson to a 7-point game. Remember what happened last year? They played in the regular season, got a shot at them in the playoffs.
Right.
Lost by 14-15.
Yeah, 14. It was about 35-20.
35-20 in the playoffs. We could see them meet again.
No, I like that. Your coach Esplin, you're building on this loss. And again, you can look at this in a myriad of ways, but it really – it's the penalties. In my opinion, I'm not saying Snow Canyon would have won the game, but you clean up the penalty. Yeah, we got a drone show happening.
There's a drone show
you see the split screen. You've got a drone show over the top, part of Swiss Days in the football game.
Cool.
But again, if you're Snow Canyon, you clean up those penalties because they were drive killers.
Yeah,
you got to
see it right out the window on the press box on the right. There's fun stuff going on.
But
Swiss Days Parade in the morning, right?
Swiss Days Parade in the morning.
I tried to get in. I was too late. It's already full. That's a packed parade.
Oh, it's such a fun little parade.
I usually like to play the golf tournament today. I went up and played up in the Thunderbird Classic up at Cedar Ridge, but I don't think they got a tournament today.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah.
I think yodeling contest.
Really?
That's the thing. Every year they do some sort of yodel. Yeah.
Can you yodel?
No, gosh, no. But that is just something only Santa Clara. That's what makes all the communities so unique and different things like that. But yeah, it was a fun night, fun game. Props to the Warriors. Again, build on this. And for the Mustangs, hey, you're going to get everybody's best shot. You're coming back after this and you're going, okay, yeah, we did enough. We held on. We got to keep stacking, though. We got to keep building and keep going because it's not going to get any easier.
No, not at all. Some big games remaining, and you look ahead to next week. We go rolling right into October. Crazy to think we only have 2 weeks of region games left.
Yeah.
October 3rd, and then they got the fall break where there's no games, and they play on the 17th.
Yep.
And it's going to be next week. The 2 games we'll be broadcasting: Desert Hills at Pineview and Snow Canyon at Hurricane. That's where I'll be. I'll be out there for Snow Canyon at Hurricane. So and Desert Hills at Pineview. Desert Hills, I think, won tonight over Dixie. So let's talk more about the finals and a little bit more about the schedule. Take a little look at the RPI, update the standings inside of our Region 9 recap when we come back. This has been the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry Postgame Show. Just a quick timeout. If you're watching, stick around. Not done yet. If you're listening, stay with us. And remember, the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert is on tonight at the St. George Yogurtland. So go check that out.
There's the drone show.
There's the drone show. What is that?
Looks like a cactus?
Cactus with sunglasses or
something like that.
They can do some amazing stuff.
It's some fun stuff,
I have not been to a lot of drone shows, but I went to the Dixie Days drone show.
I saw that,
leading up to the rodeo. That was pretty cool.
It was,
It was cool.
a lot of fun. It's a fun little alternative to all the fireworks, fires, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
I don't know if it's any cheaper. I have no idea what it costs.
That's a good question. I have no idea either. I know we have a couple of companies here in Southern Utah that help out with it. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, not done yet. Ryan Forsey, Devin Dixon, our entire crew. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll get you all the finals and get you ready for next week. Again, 28-21. Crimson on the road gets past Snow Canyon. A battle between number 2 and number 3 in the latest 4A RPI rankings. It was a good one tonight. Stick around for all the finals. It's the Region 9 wrap-up show built by Bucks Ace Hardware when we come back.
Appliance or two, AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to House of Jump, where gravity meets excitement. Jump, dunk, and dodge your way into a world of laughter and adrenaline. Whether you're a high-flying pro or just looking to defy gravity, House of Jump is where the thrill begins. Elevate your fun, slam dunk like a champion, and dodge obstacles with style. House of Jump is where every moment is a soaring adventure. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to our house, the House of Jump, or purchase Jump Time online at houseofjump.com.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with fish cheese.
Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Back live here, drone show rocking, the Warrior logo in the sky. It'll only make the drone show a little better had they come back and maybe got it to overtime or won it with a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
But on senior night, Crimson comes across town and shows you why they're still one of the favorites, and they got a chance to go back to back to back looking for the three-peat. They win at 28-21. Did get a final from over at Desert Hills. Desert Hills homecoming dance going to be a little funner tonight. They get their first region win, only their second win of the season, 14-10 in a defensive war. They have beaten the Dixie Flyers.
Yeah, big game there for the Thunder. Again, both teams coming in without a region win. Dixie jumped out to that 10-0 lead.
Yeah.
A couple of bounce, deflection for the touchdown there. Really happy for the coaches, players at Desert Hills. I know they're a little frustrated. They've had, have some injuries, quarterback play, different things like that. And for the Flyers, you're dealing with a team that has just not been able to find their rhythm after those first couple of wins early on, and coming after a couple of humbling losses to Pineview and Hurricane. They got to find out what they're made of as they move forward next week.
All I know is Desert Hills caught a miracle deflection for a touchdown.
Yeah,
to
we haven't
Dixie.
seen it.
I haven't seen it yet, but Dixie, that lead was 10-7 at half. Maybe Hail Mary bounced around or something crazy. That's all we know.
Yep.
And then the only scoring in the second half was Andresen had a long catch and a run for a TD, and that was in the third quarter with about 2 minutes left, and then nobody scored in that fourth quarter. And across town, Hurricane driving moments ago just threw it into the end zone with time expiring, and it's incomplete. So Pineview has beaten Hurricane 31-27 tonight.
Yeah.
Huge win for the Panthers over the Tigers.
No, that is monumental for Pineview and for, we'll see how it plays out with the RPI and all that kind of stuff. But, man, that game, we've kind of been keeping an eye on it back and forth all night long. And, again, just as time expires, unable to come away with that touchdown completion, kind of similar to here. And, man, give it to Pineview again, coming back, after a disappointing loss here at Snow Canyon last week. And
so Dylan Gabriel couldn't find a guy in the end zone. He was getting pressured.
They're putting themselves in position to make some noise.
Right now, with Pineview winning, they're going to stay in the top 8. I don't think this loss is going to drop Snow Canyon too far down in the RPI.
I wouldn't anticipate
They were
that,
2.
Yeah.
Maybe they dropped to the 4 or 5 or something. Pineview and Hurricane, that was 4 versus 6.
Yep.
That loss isn't going to, he's realistically, we'll see, but you still could have 4 Region 9 teams in the top 8.
No,
after tonight,
and it's very viable after tonight's game as the season continues. I
haven't seen what Skyview or Stansbury or Skyline or Ridgeline, some of those other teams have done tonight, but we'll wait and see. The RPI will update, and still 2 weeks left of the regular season. It's going to change anyway.
Yeah, it is, and I think the main thing is, it's pretty well established. You got Crimson, Snow Canyon, Pineview, Hurricane.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And you got Desert Hills and Dixie. They're trying to find their way and continue to get better. But those 4 teams, I agree. I think they're going to end up in the top 8.
So Crimson with the win stays undefeated in the region, solo atop the Region 9 standings. 2 weeks left to go. They control their own destiny for the region title and obviously gunning for one of the top seeds in the state, which would surprise nobody.
And the schedule definitely favors them in what they have left to play.
Yep. Crimson has played a little bit of a tougher schedule early on, and they do have Pineview still left in their regular season finale, and Pineview did just beat. So that's the one
that's the one that we're gonna. And again, not to you wanted to diminish the rest of the season, and Dixie and that kind of stuff, but just looking at how things are going. Yeah,
they got Dixie next, Crimson Dixie next week. Then Dixie plays Crimson.
Yep,
that is a home game for Crimson in that season finale.
It'll be at Crimson. Yep.
Hurricane finishes up against Desert Hills, Snow Canyon, Dixie on the final week of the season. So gonna be fun. You look at the standings behind them though, and Pineview now picks up a huge win tonight. They are now 2-1 in the region. Snow Canyon drops their first game, so they're 2-1. So we got a tie for second with the Panthers and the Warriors. Yep. And then you got Hurricane and Desert Hills 1-2, and then Dixie is 0-3 in the region standings after tonight's final scores. Again, 28-21. Crimson on the road beats Snow Canyon, but it was close. Snow Canyon had the ball all the way down to the 30, threw it into the end zone as time was expiring. A little too high for Thompson, jumping up, triple covered, couldn't connect. But great effort tonight, but a good win. Still, don't want to discount Crimson. They had to come over here. They built a 28-7 lead and we're hanging on. Snow Canyon, furious rally, just came up a little bit short.
Absolutely.
14-10 the final there as Desert Hills beats Dixie. And then moments ago, just barely went final, 31-27. Panther fans got to be really excited. Yeah. And this one kind of stings for Hurricane. A lot of people pegged them second in the region behind Crimson. Jerry Count in just 2 years has brought Hurricane football back in a big way.
He's done a fantastic job, and he had the track record to do it, and it was just a matter of getting a group of kids to buy in and for lack of better words, educated.
Yeah.
Because running that system is hard, and it's tough to install. It's tough to get that kind of success so quickly, and it's been, again, props to all of them involved because it's been really impressive to see how fast they've turned it around.
Put a bow on the Bucks Ace Hardware Region 9 wrap-up show. Think Bucks, 3 Southern Utah locations. Appreciate Mountain Mike's Pizza. Watch for it midweek. We run some promos. We announced it on the morning drive. We announced it in the football games. Told you earlier Pineview soccer player Kylie Carpenter is this week's Mountain Mover Award. We're looking for the unsung heroes.
Yeah, we want to highlight some of them.
Thank you, Mountain Mike's Pizza. We give them 2 giant-sized Mountain Mike's Pizzas if they win that Mountain Mover Award. The coaches are nominated. We've got a bunch of nominees. We're going to get to as many of those athletes as we possibly can, but the nominees have been tremendous, and it's been really challenging to pick that award every single week.
That's the problem we want. That's a good problem to have. We want that.
Thanks to Grass Creek Construction. The Stretch Lab, don't forget, $39 intro over there if you mention code word radio. Thanks to Kabuto Sushi and Ramen Bar. Student specials, high school students, college students, Kabuto St. George Cedar. They always have lunch specials, some food for your brain. You need some comfort food to get to class. From 11 to 3, go check out their student specials at Kabuto's. I love it, too. I'm not a student anymore, but I'm a fan of Kabuto's.
There you go, yeah.
Appreciate the Back Nine Golf. We appreciate Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Still time to go get some Handel's on a Friday night. Or tomorrow, stop by that new location over there in River Crossing. 48 flavors made fresh daily. Appreciate House of Jump. Roni's Mac Bar.
Comfort food right there.
There you go. Get some Mac your way. You build your own. Appreciate Honolulu Grill. And, of course, all of our great sponsors. This has been the Region 9 Wrap-Up Show built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Ryan, final thoughts on the night. Your thoughts on just another wild, unexpected night in Region 9.
Yeah, Crimson held serve. They did what they had to. It wasn't always pretty, but, I mean, they did what we expected them to do. They didn't quite get there the way maybe we thought they would, but they were able to find it. And, again, timely scores, timely plays, and, again, just doing what they do. Execute when they need to. Snow Canyon, build off of this. It hurts, it stings, but again, hold your head high. And we saw this last year. They met again in the playoffs. You never know what's going to happen. You still got a couple of games. You still got some games to play. You cannot dwell on this. You've got to move forward. You're going to play. Was it Hurricane that Snow Canyon travels out to next
week? Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, you do not have a break. You have got to regroup and be ready for that game, and a completely different style for your defense to adapt to and be ready for. So you don't have time to catch your breath. So, but again, it was a lot of fun to see both these quarterbacks kind of duel it out. See some guys show up, again, Thompson and Sakai, for on the Pineview side, the defense doing what they do for Crimson. Again, the defense, again, surprisingly, 3 sacks on the season for the Warriors, and they come up with 4 tonight. I mean, it was a lot of fun, especially that second half. Things kind of picked up a little bit, and all the way down to the wire, man. So again, it's Region 9. It's what we come to expect.
Tonawai Andration, 3 touchdown passes, 2 to Britton Phillips, 1 to Jackson Holt, and it's the win for the Mustangs, 28-21. Valiant effort for Parker Olson, though. 28 of 43 tonight.
Yeah. And I mean,
297 yards passing, and a lot of that, all but 67 in the second half.
And again, Lounsbury, I thought, did an amazing job. Esplin, you got a couple of guys that just again, couldn't quite get over that hump, had penalties that kind of hurt you. So, again, you build off this. But again, both teams, really, really impressed with both teams. I thought it lived up to what we expected, especially for that second half.
Again, congrats to D Hill's first region win. They win 14-10, and Pineview celebrating right now. They beat Hurricane tonight, 31-27. Tigers kind of in a situation like the Warriors where they were thrown into the end zone to try to walk it off and win it, and they just couldn't make that final play to win the game. But again, Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert is in effect. Head on over. Holbrook's buying. You buy one, second one's free. Holbrook's paying for it at the St. George Yogurtland. For Dusty Allen, our producer, Ryan Forsey, great to work with you tonight. Dusty, great job.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, man.
Monica working the cameras tonight as well. Nathan Nelson back in the Findlay studios. It's been fun. It always is, and we'll do it again next Friday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Make sure and tune in tomorrow on the Fan Sports Network, 11 o'clock pregame, high noon kickoff. Blazers trying to string some wins together.
I'm calling it right now. They're going to win.
Austin P. out of Clarksville, Tennessee. Rod Zundel will have the call. That's our next broadcast for you here on The Fan. Good night, everybody.